sit up. You gotta show up. You've actually been gradually getting lower and lower.
Yeah. It's a curse,
which is hilarious because when we all stand, Crypt towers over us.
Not true.
It's literally like the Empire State Center versus like everything else, or Empire.
Oh god. Oh god. All right,
I'm like
it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're all right. You're all right.
What am I thinking of?
All right, Hearthstone. So how about that? We got Nihilum versus Valley Town.
Okay. So like, what?
All right.
Okay.
Well, Crypt made this really awkward. That's something that we're very used to here in Hearthstone.
I tried to bury it, and you guys just didn't want to bury it with me.
Yeah.
I tried to bury it by myself, and then it didn't work. You know.
Yeah. Well,
it's a tough job.
As a co-cast, we're there to help each other instead of adding on to the.
Okay.
Yeah, well, why was the GG button that way?
Yeah, it's the RGG button.
That's a good reset. Welcome back, everybody, to the Archon Team League Championship, day number 1. It's time for Valley Town versus Nihilum, and I'm going to try my best to say that. I've been apparently calling it wrong all season. It's not Nihilum. It's Nihilum.
Oh, let me try.
Beat it into your tongues.
Nihilum. Okay. All right. Well, I think I nailed it, so I'll just keep calling it that.
You're pretty good, Crypt. Turns out you're pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. You're good at talking.
Yeah.
We have one more match, and then we have Jeoparino, and then we're done for the day. Just like that. But each match, it does feel, a little bit grueling. There's a lot of intensity to it. I was talking to Strifeco, and he was like, yeah, I was really nervous. He's like, I was worried that we were going to lose momentum and then get cornered when I got benched, all these different things.
Yeah.
Well, they were in that bad spot. It's just Ecop got the right cards. He played it right, and really it was just circumstance. I mean, Gara had one line of play that he thought was correct. I think you can't really argue that he was wrong objectively, but it certainly didn't work out for him.
It didn't work out, and then there was also other instances, like every game that they were talking to me where they were like, oh, he did, like, for example, he chose to charge Druid the Claw to taunt it against Lotheb and the weapon.
Right.
And that also ended up costing the board for doing that. And so there's a lot of, like, little small, subtle things that people can always argue both ways, but we can use hindsight to always be like, yeah, of course.
We just know better.
Yeah.
We have the hindsight.
Yeah. I mean, Crypt was runner-up at BlizzCon 2013.
I was down in the dumpster. Like, I was like way down.
I have a cup.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we've been having fun here. Hope you guys have too. Make sure to hashtag ATLC. We've been featuring tweets. Make sure you can get connected to. And I want to also shout out some of our sponsors for making this possible. They've been all throughout the broadcast, but we appreciate you guys been sticking with us. We have one more match, and then we have the Jeoparino. And then tomorrow we have 3 matches as well. We're going to continue the seeding bracket. Don't worry, Templestorm lost, but they still have a chance to go through. Same thing if they lose tomorrow. If they lose tomorrow, they still can win the whole thing.
Well,
theoretically, right?
Even if you lose like all your games in the group stages,
you
can win.
3.
You can win.
You said they go 3
win the tournament. Yeah, it's just it's far less likely. It's if you look at the overall number of wins that you need, if you end up like last, you need more than the other players. Like if your team wins today, wins again tomorrow, you get like that 2-0. You only need to win 1 more, so you only need to win a total of 3 games.
Well, actually, if you go 0-2, you have to only win 3 games.
Yeah. So I guess
that's true.
So the worst part is going 1-2, right?
The worst is actually going 2-1 because you have to win 3. Actually, 1-2 and 2-1 both.
1-2,
4 games. Yeah. So you want either first or last in the group seeding.
So Templestorm,
right?
So Templestorm's like best line of play here is to lose tomorrow, just like.
But there is, I mean, maybe there's actually some strategy that if we actually think about it, like the first time it's going in my head here, because you can go like 0-2, you still only need to win 3,
right?
You get to change your decks for the final stage of the tournament.
Right.
Maybe you just throw your opponent some garbage, and then on the last day you come up with like some meta crushing.
Maybe
decks.
that's exactly what's happening.
Or not.
Yeah, or not. I mean, here's the reality. If you win 2 games and advance through group stages in first, second, you get at least guaranteed $10,000 per player. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's what these guys are playing for. Valley Town. They come in here as a team that's often the fan favorites. They have a lot of lovable characters, and then you have Team Nihilum, like a very team of dominant players. Like all these guys won their way onto the scene. None of them had a big stream going into it, and then you saw them become characters that you wanted to win, and they got that win. Versus Valley Town has that, right? Kibler.
So what you're saying is skill versus fame, right?
That's one way we can phrase it. I think it's more about it's a story of the people who I mean, Dog's not really part of that group,
right?
But people who come from that aspect of streaming.
I'm just being facetious, but yes, definitely.
Yeah, sure.
I understand.
But I mean, it's a valid concern in the community. They're always like, these guys are popular, but then Trump started winning some stuff. Kibler's now the best performing player.
Trump is like 5th in the world.
Yeah, he's like really good right now, ranking wise.
Yeah, he's won a lot recently. Yeah. And
so I mean, he's certainly earned his way at the very least recently. I mean, he's gone. I think Trump was kind of struggling, maybe in the first year. Hearthstone to really prove himself. He was doing fine, like the 50% win rate area in most tournaments, but because he was an invited player, that's still pretty good. But recently, he's stepped up. I think his overall win rate from 50 to 60. And it's not like that you just won a few more games.
Yeah,
that's like you won a lot of games to change that ratio.
With that many tournaments that you played.
So Trump's been killing it recently.
After TGVG, I think he really picked up the game. Anyway.
So it's going to be that Nihilum versus Team Value Town. And coming up, we have a video to show you guys before we get ready for our second match. Coming up now.
Any moment.
Or now.
Previously, on the Archon Team League Championship, Tempo Storm gets a little bit lucky against Nihilum.
Well, seems like that's the play.
I can't see anything else. I mean, Varian Rin, what is it weak to? It's weak to Light Bomb, of course. That's pretty much a given.
Yeah, at this point. Ooh!
Alright, Life Coach decides this Ysera is too valuable for my opponent. I can't let it sit there. If it wins the ball, oh my god.
Wow!
And down goes Venruki.
Oh, that just lost the game.
Yeah, that's really painful. This is what we call getting annihilated.
Well, I mean,
even
the dude here is very important not to play a hero power. And that is
Dice is bricking on every street, but he's guaranteed lethal for the next turn if he can just not give Eloise any health.
No health.
No health. And you know
dodge
what's funny?
Dodge the Huskar Jousted, dodge the anti-heal bot.
Dodge everything.
Alright, what's this gonna be? And
oh my god!
Oh, baby, it's triple!
Breathing a sigh of relief. Okay. She's like, I can't believe I got this. But Thais is gonna top deck, right? It's just gonna be a counter top deck.
No, it might be just a... What could it be? It could be Ice Barrier. And then it'll be just terrible.
No, don't say that, Amaz. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Ice Barrier? And...
Oh my...
Oh, brutal!
All right. Well, I
got lucky twice.
I thought there had to be more lucky and unlucky moments in the tournament so far.
Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be a montage of crazy brawl shredders and a bunch of unstable portal stuff, but I guess
it's 2 clips. I guess that qualifies a lot of luck.
Yeah, I guess he literally meant a little lucky because that's what it was.
Yeah, just a little lucky.
Yeah,
1 out of 4.
Yeah, so those are some highlights. You guys can always check out the VODs as well.
Absolutely,
a lot of good times to be shared. But
classes are up.
Yeah, the classes are up indeed. There's Warlocks. Oh, yeah.
Interesting. There's a Shaman. I was really hoping he'd start Shaman too.
Yeah.
Because I think one of these surprise classes are always best. Just throw it out immediately and just win. Just stun everybody with the Shaman.
Yeah, it's happened before. The thing is, Shaman right now, there's a weird, there's a few archetypes. There's the Control Shaman that a lot of people play with dragons. I don't know if you've played it.
A lot of people?
Actually, yeah, it's getting pretty popular now.
It's definitely strong, but it's not popular. I think
it's strong but not popular. Sure.
Yeah, the word is it's viable.
Right, viable.
Never seen the deck.
Elemental Destruction is all I have to say.
Though. Yeah, Elemental is a good card. I've been playing Malagos Shaman a little bit.
Oh,
it's not too bad.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a type of deck where if it's just good enough, it's totally crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's almost good enough the way I played it.
It's missing 1 or 2 things to just blast.
You're always 1 turn away from just completely owning your opponent.
Yeah.
So I think with some tweaks and some practice, I don't know if we're really going to see anything like that in this tournament because I think those type of details take a long time to edge out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But maybe in the future.
All right, so we have Kibler on Hunter, which I assume is mid-range just based on the Houndmaster. And
it's a safe assumption for sure. I think mid-range Hunter still has a lot of dominance over the Druid, just because it's difficult for Druid to climb over the early game curve of Hunter, especially with a coin 2-2-3-4 play that lands a Houndmaster to finish it off. Druids need to find early game, like Wild sometimes isn't even enough. You need like innervate into like a dominant board position with Shredders into Druid the Claws.
It's also important to note that the innervate plays often don't even work because Freeze Trap just counters it so hard.
Yeah. Right.
Like we saw Freeze Trap counter a Paladin earlier, right?
Right.
And Druid is on another level of getting countered against Freeze Trap.
It's like you innervate it for 2 cheaper and you get it for 2 more expensive
later on.
Yeah. So Magic here, the good thing is that it forces your opponent not to play Wild Growth if they have a removal piece, right? They might decide to skip over it, and you might get the Juggler to swing it at least once.
Okay, that's interesting. I think most players actually play the Creeper first, though.
Yeah, they usually do.
Try to get
the
for safety.
Yeah, the safety.
But this is for damage because he has a very good curve, and if he doesn't if he chooses to Wrath this over, or doesn't choose to Wrath over Wild Growth, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I just think if you want to make a coin play and you look at the hand you want to make a coin play, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, well, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's actually
right?
insane. There's
so
a high main on the top.
you're coining, right? But I think the idea is that if you play the Creeper and you want to follow up with the Juggler to get better trades, it's not going to happen against the Druid because there's like no Druid 2-drops except the Darnassus, which I mean, you can't really say for sure in decks. We've seen some Druid decks just skip the card now.
Yeah. And the thing is, the Creeper might not kill it with a Juggler, so you want to make sure you can kill it with your own. That's a pretty okay draw for Thighs.
Yeah, I'm still scared about everything Hunter can do on 3. This is a very big deal because that Knife Juggler will now get another hit, maybe even 2 if it's protected well behind whatever Animal Companion comes out.
Yeah.
And not to mention Eaglehorn Bow can also threaten the Shredder.
Right.
So it's just like this problem of too much damage being taken and then you're in trouble.
Yeah, but Thighs is an excellent Druid player. I mean, he knows the matchup inside and out. Like, I think he's the only player in ATLC which through the days pre-TGT had a good win rate.
No,
positive one.
Positive
win
rate. Everyone else had a negative win rate with Druid.
Yeah, so Thighs knows how to play the class. It's actually what made him popular back in the King of the Hill days.
He's a
double
winner.
Wrath.
I mean, back in the day, Tice was one of those guys who won 5 Zotac Cups.
Yeah.
In a month, and there's only 4 weeks in a month. Normally, he actually won an EU and an NA the same day.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
And that was like, and then he won 10 King of the Hill show matches against like Strife Crow and like all these other really dominant players. So and of course RDU did the same thing, like in terms of earning his name. And Life Coach this year has been one of the players to look out for.
Ooh, what about here? Houndmaster on the creature with taunt.
And just do you go? The problem is the Drake being up.
Yeah, the spell damage is so threatening.
Yeah, but you've seen 2 Wraths, so there's a swipe left, and that's about it. Maybe Living Roots. So maybe you wouldn't care about the swipe if you play Houndmaster because you put. Then again, you would pop the Creeper. Yeah, you have to kill the Drake. Unfortunately.
What if you just kill command? You're Loatheb in next turn probably.
That's a great point. You could kill command. If you buff the Misha, well, then swipe's not as big an issue.
Yeah, so swipe's still not really an issue if you kill the Drake here.
Yeah.
Swipe's still an issue. Like, you just swipe the Houndmaster and then take 6.
I think you're okay with that thing, because you follow with Loatheb, and then you have more damage from the hand.
Wow, that's a lot of
Loatheb's going to run
board,
into
though.
the Ancient of War, though. I think Thighs can stabilize this game. He's got the heal as well, so he doesn't get attrition.
Yeah. I think, should the double Wrath, I don't know if that's a play that a lot of people would have made. I know myself, I might have just Wrathed for 3. But the double Wrath is what allows him to actually keep up, because drawing cards with this Wrath is basically guaranteeing that you can stay in the game for the long term, as opposed to just getting punished right away. Wow.
Thorson opens up...
Kill command kills it.
What does it open up for the next following turn?
Shredder, Swipe, Darnassus.
Yeah.
That's a play. Oof. Do you just ignore it and just push face?
I think you Loatheb.
That's so much damage.
Yeah.
If you Loatheb,
Yes.
it effectively negates whatever
What
you
if you-
just reduced
you just-
otherwise.
Bow, freeze trap,
Yeah,
and just face.
I like that.
That's
like
the most
face.
damage. That is the most
That is the most damage, because you get 2 weapon hits over 2 turns.
Right.
And Druids aren't known for their ability to heal up a lot. I mean, Ancient of Lore might come in as a clutch heal, but they don't run heal bots unless they play like a really slow type of deck.
Mind I remind you of Tree of Life.
Please do not.
Druids are known to heal a lot.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's the best thing that happens in live.
The most, yeah, in the entire game.
I feel like I feel like Tree of Life doesn't actually win that many games against Hunter, especially if they're mid-range. But on ladder, when you play it, Hunters are like, yeah, I'm just not going to waste my
I'm going to
time.
fix that statement for you. Tree of Life doesn't win many games.
Period. Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Alright, so the Emperor's basically done nothing. Like, you got Ancient of War here. Like, what does it really stop? Nothing from Thais.
It stops 10 damage, hypothetically, but...
Yeah, I think that's the play. I think Ancient of War Darnassus is the only play you can try to stabilize with.
I think what's cool is that he's...
Still alive?
Well, is that he's not dead, and there are ways for him to turn it around. But he's going to definitely need to get a little bit fortunate.
Whoa, Kibler with the tracking. I'm
what if
liking
it
this.
gets that owl for the lethal?
Yeah.
Mm.
That might be a good consideration. I mean, like, your curve would probably either way consist of a kill command being sprinkled in with either trap or hero power.
If you
unless you want to play the
though,
bow.
If you're tracking, though, you can't use the bow.
Yeah, that's the issue.
But if you're tracking the owl, you just win. So I think there's a pretty easy choice. If he has an owl in the deck.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. He probably might not have an owl.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Hunter's Mark. Here we go.
Almost.
Hunter's Mark. Let's do this.
Oh,
What?
What? It just automatically weird.
didn't even
Tracking said draw your next Ironbeak owl.
Wow, that was ridiculous. Thank you, Spectator Mode, for this golden moment. This was.
How did
this
he
was
even
great.
click that so quickly?
Maybe he has 3 owls.
All those years of MTGO, man.
Oh god, yeah, skip.
Jeez.
F6.
Yeah, F6.
Maybe it's just new Blizzard AI.
Oh goodness.
If you have
Yeah, I
lethal,
guess.
automatically picks that.
Actually, what happened was, this is a new feature. Whenever you play
You're
tracking
Yeah.
and there's an owl for lethal, it actually highlights an orange.
Okay.
Well, I like that because
Just orange?
it's more
What about
friendly
red,
for newer
you know?
players. Like a lot.
Red is bad. So
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
It actually,
when do you get red?
not only does it make an orange border around the owl, but it X's the other 2 cards for
Yeah.
you.
And then you draw immediately, and you're like,
Try to
"What's
click on
in
the
my
card.
deck?"
I must not pick that.
It just keeps getting error message.
Yeah,
Shuts
that's
down
right.
Hearthstone. You have to, to reconnect to the client.
Yes, I think so.
all right.
There's Trump. There's Dog.
All right, the tier
And in case you
crafting.
forget which one Trump is, he's wearing his own face.
Yeah,
Is that a pencil? Oh god.
No, it's a pen.
Trump is very old-fashioned.
He's literally trying to be that guy from Baby Steps.
That shirt is literally going to give me nightmares.
Yeah, I don't know why that. It's like
You set yourself way too easily to be trolled from that one, Crib. Declaring that to the world. Well, they're off to a good start, and I think
I should buy
this is a simple decision tree of like what classes are available. We know that, for example, Nihilum has Shaman still.
Mhm.
That's one of these weird like curveballs. Like how do you account for it? Is it going to be like Mech Shaman? Because we know that was established early in the season. But TGT came out, and some people are saying mid-range Shaman isn't so bad. A few people have innovated it. Fake has been playing a lot of mid-range Shaman. Loyan's been playing a lot of mid-range Shaman. And they're hitting like reasonable legend ranks with it.
Thais can't be the druid player, by the way. That makes no sense, right? There's got to be a swap
Oh.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
RDU is more the shaman player of
I think
Nihilum
RDU is
anyway.
more of the paladin player, if anything.
Okay,
So,
so,
that
I
would
think
go.
the lineups are
Shaman
swapped.
and
Yeah,
Shaman and
you're right,
Paladin might be
you're right.
RDU.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. The other thing that I'm kind of noticing is, often just post expansions, people often get rewarded for playing just really wild decks. But in this format, I mean, you only take 1 game out of 6 with a wild deck, so it seems like the risk might just not be worth it at all.
In the sense that it can get punished a lot easily, right?
Yeah.
So if it's RDU playing that Shaman, I know RDU really loved Mech Shaman.
Yeah.
And maybe he's found more inspiration through some of those. Like, what TGT cards would even help Mech Shaman? Mech Knight.
Yeah.
Ancestral knowledge for top decks.
Actually,
maybe.
Ancestral knowledge, you're right.
Clockwork Knight.
Clockwork Knight, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You'll
giving me
get
help
wrecked in
for
Jeoparino.
Jeoparino. I'm going to get this
Not
shit
by me, though.
by Noxus.
So what are you going to do with your $5,000?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can win. I haven't
Buy a
played-
razor.
I haven't played the cards. Oh damn! Shots fired. No, I haven't really I haven't practiced enough this time around. I think Crib might take it to be honest.
I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't think so. I actually practiced
Clockwork
zero.
Knight. I don't even.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. So
Mech
already
Knight.
100 points for Noxus. We'll start off there.
What? I got that one right.
And Crib. Actually, let's just make it even. Negative 100 for Broden.
We should just tag team versus him, you know?
Actually, yeah. Let's combine our
2v1.
points and split the prize money.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
That
Yeah, it
sounds fair.
does. All right, speaking of fair, we have Life Coach playing probably Patron Warrior and Dog on Druid.
Yeah.
Have we seen Druid from Dog recently?
Well, he was known as a Ramp Druid player back in the day,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like I've seen it modern Druid from Dog. He's played like Rogue and he's played Mage a lot.
Yeah.
I spoke to Dog about Druid, and he said, I hate the class, I'm tired of it, I've played too much when I first started playing. So maybe TGT revived it in some form or another for him, but he didn't seem like he wanted to go away from Rogue and Mage. Like, those two have been his core classes for a while now.
Yeah, the problem with Rogue is that it's become even more volatile because a lot of decks have shored up even more of their early game, and that's where Rogue struggles the most because they're stuck hero powering. So it feels like Rogue's not in a very good position. It's almost certainly the bottom deck right now in terms of team conquest, I think. But I don't know. Maybe we see one Rogue.
I don't know.
Oh, no, we've seen...
I told you earlier, I've literally not played against the Rogue
at all
since TGT. Yeah.
Like in Arena or in...
Oh, in Arena I play against a lot.
Yeah, every time.
Because it feels like it's actually the other way around. Like, Rogue might be pretty good in Arena.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, maybe one of the best classes.
It is one of the best classes because it counters Paladin so hard, and that's gone up. But anyway, we're talking about Constructed. Rogue, never played against it since TGT and Constructed.
I'd be kind of sad if it didn't make an appearance at all in the finals. But, I mean, we've seen the 4 teams, and even though we know the deck lists, there is a possibility for them to submit Rogue for day number 3. Assuming someone between now and the next 48 hours, they can find the optimal Rogue list that can completely destroy the field.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to think it would be like a modification on Oil, where you just take the oil deck and modify it a little bit.
That's kind of been the case how it's survived since GVG.
Pretty much, yeah. It hasn't really changed much.
Thrived. It's not really survived. Yeah. Rogue's just been fairly good since GVG's introduction of Oil. It hasn't... I mean, Rogues did get a weapon on TGT.
Yeah.
It's just not one you want to Blade Flurry most of the time.
Yeah, it's so
They actually got 2. They got Poison Blade, the Justicar True Heart buff.
Oh my
off
god.
the hero power.
Oh, yes.
You're right.
The Justicar.
The crazy weapon.
In
the 2/2
Rogue.
weapon. Like the Buccaneer for 6
Wow.
mana. Yeah.
That's right.
And you think you'll lose at Jeoparina.
Yeah, you know that more than I didn't even think of that. Like,
You surprised like every person watching right now.
It's like we're setting up the player PC right now, just making sure we can set it up. I heard some of the players were saying that there was maybe like a mouse problem or whatnot. At least that was the excuse Hype was using. It's like, yeah, man, the mouse wasn't working, so I clicked on the execute over there.
I've heard of Arena use that one before.
Yeah,
maybe it lives through the team.
It is. We actually do that in our morning pledges. We don't pledge allegiance to the flag. We pledge allegiance to our excuses.
Oh wow!
That's a good way to. You can never quite lose that way.
But he was right actually. And he was one of the tournaments last year. He tried to like kill command something, but his mouse died.
Work, yeah.
So it just hit like a random creature on the board.
Like that one.
Whether or not it's true, it's just like either the most amazing situation or the most hilarious excuse. Like either way, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's a win-win.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
If not, we should give him an Oscar for acting.
All right. Well, no doubt, patron from Life Coach. I think I have not. Like I tend to see what other people are doing. Every time I've seen Life Coach playing the game, I've seen him play Patron Warrior.
These days, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like it's right up Life Coach's alley, a lot of counting and whatnot. Dog, in the meantime, pretty reasonable hand. He's got some early ramp. Not as guaranteed with the Aspirant versus the Fiery War Axe, but he still has the Innervate, so that allows him to grab early tempo.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of the double Aspirant list, as far as I know. Double War Axe and Life Coach's hand, that's a bit clunky, isn't it? Or
it is, but I think like we saw patrons cut back on the one War Axe, but I think that was largely because they were just facing other patrons, and just a lot of other.
Put Harrison instead.
Yeah, makes sense.
But these days, you just face off against very, very aggressive decks, and I think the Fire War Axe is very important to staying alive in the mid and late game.
It's weird though because War Axe still has some interesting interactions with fast decks, like. Especially decks like Paladin that has Shield and Minibot, and how do you use Fire War Axe to get efficiency off that? Not to mention they still have Nova Sacrifice with Avenge.
You still have to get through that, though.
Exactly. So Fire War Axe does still effectively hit the aggro stuff, but sometimes it doesn't even work.
Deal with it, yeah. I mean, in this case, it's probably the best.
Life Coach looks really stressed right now.
It was a breakfast. It was really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it wasn't good at all.
Is he thinking about his breakfast? Because I am.
I don't think he's thinking about breakfast right now. I have a feeling he's actually thinking about the Hearthstone.
He looks livid. And
probably. Okay, so it's very clear that he's going to Fiery War Axe this thing down, right?
No, he might just go like...
No, he will kill this. It's about his follow-up plays. What Life Coach always tells that he borrows time from the previous turn to think for the next.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then redo it all over again
Yes.
on the following turn. Wow, Dog's hand is probably the worst I've ever seen in a long time for a Druid player.
Well, he can't innervate swipe to push his lead further.
That's it. But I think hero powering is probably pushing his lead just as far.
Okay.
I like Savage Roar here. I don't know about you, but I thought Savage Roar was perfectly fine.
On curve.
Yeah, it's on curve.
That's you were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to follow curve.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I think I remember one time. I think it may have happened on your stream where some druid innervates Savage Roar against you, or something like that. Like turn 1. This is like when Hearthstone was pretty new. I think I remember like because it was like one of those things, or maybe it was one of your.
I've been innervate hero powered by a druid when he went first.
But innervate Savage Roar turn 1.
I don't remember that. It may have happened. Yeah. You never know. I mean, it looks
There's
like a
some
good play.
bold people.
Yeah. It's like I could do 2 damage later, or possibly do some more, but I could do 2 damage right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Life Coach is obviously just thinking about future options still.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dog is probably like, "Are you kidding me, man? Like, like what is gonna happen? Like zombie chow in a rage? Like, is this what's going on right now?"
There's no way for 1 mana effectively.
Yeah, there's no way to play anything relevant on 1 mana with the Patron Warrior. There's no way.
Yeah. Speaking of, nothing else to do.
Wow, that is a draw.
yeah, I mean, I guess it
That
helps.
is a card, as I heard it's termed.
Well, those were 2 cards actually.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how you innervated the Emperor's.
Well, the Emperor was the main relevant one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Well-
that was the A card.
There were 2 cards
Okay.
in that exchange.
All right.
How good is Shield Slam? I mean, do you
You're
just
gonna meme
slam
do it
hero
right.
How
power?
good is Shield Slam?
Yeah, tell me.
Turns out it's pretty good.
Sweet. Would he slam and trade with the axe here, or actually waste quote unquote the shield slam? Since he's got a shield block on the back, right? You could just hold on to it.
I kind of like the slam. Plus, you get efficiency just from the armor up.
Right.
Cycling is really powerful.
Yeah, I like the slam a lot.
The alternative is to shield block now because it's more expensive,
And
and
shield-
you might get still some value off of other stuff. And you get to keep your Fiery War Axe, so you can develop Thorson later.
Of your own, yeah.
And you still keep the
Yeah.
weapon for threat. So that is a valuable option as well. And in fact, the more I think about it, the more I kind of like shield block now because you already got the damage in anyways, so that Battle Rage is live.
And the more I like slam now. Yep. Oh, Life Coach knows. Oh, what happened? Oh man,
The mouse glitch.
is it a mouse glitch?
I don't know.
No,
it looked like
no.
one.
He's fine. He's fine.
Okay. Was he
He
considering?
doesn't look fine. He looks like there's something horribly wrong going on
Right.
right now.
Yeah, you can keep the shield slam as well
Alright.
for flexibility and following turns.
I'd say like watching Life Coach, not the actual game, is like the most entertaining part right now.
Yeah.
This is like
Dog.
if he'd kept the innervate, he would actually be able to play Doctor Boom right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
But why would you ever
then
keep
he'd do
the
nothing the
innervate?
previous turn?
Yeah.
Wow, pass on turn 5. He's also going to pass on turn 6, by the way.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Well, I think Life Coach will end up playing some.
Yeah,
Never
like
mind.
Patron
No, he
Inner
won't.
Rage Coin Whirlwind. That's pretty sweet.
No, he won't.
No, you won't.
He
No, I
can
don't think so.
he can play shield block here.
Yeah,
I guess
I
if
think
you
you
really
can just
would.
shield block.
The problem with the Whirlwind Inner Rage thing is that you invest a lot into the board,
And it's just a risk.
it's a risk that you don't necessarily need to do.
Is
But-
it a risk against Druid? What are they gonna do? Like Starfall with Blood Mage Downloads and some random variant of Dog's Druid?
Well, it actually, I think coincidentally plays into exactly Dog's hand, doesn't it? Because he has Wrath, Savage Roar, and Swipe.
He's gonna have to use all those cards to deal with that one Patron. And
I'm
Whirlwind
not
and
sure
Inner
that's
Rage.
enough.
I mean, maybe he's able to.
Yeah,
You're right.
Swipe
He
is
Wraths
bad.
one, Savage Roars the others. and
Oh, yeah, you're
Swipes.
right, you're right,
So it's
you're
like,
right.
actually, he just dumped 3.5 cards, and I dealt with this,
With 3.
with 3. So, in a very odd way, Dog has perfectly countered this. And the thing is, it's really hard to account for it too because Thorson
You
got
can't.
played.
Yeah, you can't. Like, I think there's a point where you can't account for all the combinatorics of like Thorson plays.
Yeah.
And this is not a hand you'd expect the Druid to end up with, really. Like, because all those
Yeah.
cards you don't expect to be kept in the board.
yes and no. He did pass
Right.
on turn 5 after Thorson. It's like basically your hand is either
There had to be at
spells.
least 2 of those.
It's either spells or
Right.
all 7 drops.
Yeah, or maybe double combo or some kind of ridiculous combination.
No, even if 7 drops, you could play because of Thorson. It's like he actually, yeah.
it was nothing.
I feel like Life Coach is just talking to someone right now. Oh, yeah. Oh.
In German or English?
I don't know. It's
It
just
looks like-
awesome.
It looks like German, but I don't know what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
he's counting how much money he's going to make this weekend on his hand.
Acolyte's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen a Wrath. Give it a shot. You haven't seen Keeper, though, so maybe you're a little
Yeah,
worried.
you want to get at least one draw.
Yeah.
But there's no way to ensure it if you hold on to this.
I mean, with
Acolyte.
Keeper, though, it would actually allow you to use the Acolyte to smash into the Keeper and then Battle Rage it, so you would at least get one draw kind of by proxy. So I don't
think that's worth it.
Yeah.
I think you just armor up here.
I mean, there's a chance that Dog wins, because his turn 7 is actually pretty sweet. But, I mean, Life Coach still has answers.
This is a cool play. So his opponent just used Swipe. There's like little chance, and Wrath. There's little chance that he can answer this directly, and even if he does, he's giving up a big portion of the turn.
Yeah.
And can't develop Ancient of Lore. He's recognizing that this is like the turn that Druid wants to turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
With big draws.
But with that Shredder draw, it just makes the swipe play much better.
Yeah, but Life Coach's play was definitely the right one, right? Because it forces the Druid to have the answer, and it's unlikely he does. And Dog just happens to have had a really good Emperor early.
I think the main answer there was actually Druid of the Claw and Charge.
The give to the Fire War Axe.
Right, I mean...
Well, anything he plays does.
Yeah, that's the War Axe, of course.
And the Shredder gives better sticky minions, but he gets to keep Swipe.
Mm-hmm.
I think another argument to be made is that Life Coach's play just forces Druid into tough positions, even if he had really good options like Dr. Boom and Ancient of Lords. Like, well, I have Frothing Berserker out.
Mm-hmm. And I think you might consider Shield Slam here because you just won't have much armor later on, and your health is pretty precious.
Yeah, that sounds like a good. That sounds like a good play.
Yeah, and you have Execute to deal with bigger minions, so I too, gentlemen, am okay with that play.
Incoming Millhouse Mana Storm.
Is that the worst option?
It's pretty bad because it can push for damage as well.
What's another minion like for 2 mana that's annoying? Stone Skin
Just
Gargoyles.
Divine Shield garbage.
Yeah.
And Stealth.
Annoyotron, and then he's like kind of a Gilban Stalker.
Like that.
Wow, really? That just happened.
Yeah, and that goes directly into the Acolyte for a lot of cards.
Yeah, in theory.
Not to mention that, well, I guess you did
can
use one patron, but that's always liability versus patron.
Mm. What if you just drew the Claw and Wrath?
Yeah, save the Dr. Boom, because you can kill off your... I think you're right. Like, you don't want to let your opponent draw many cards.
You might just trade like into the 2/4 with the Druid of the Claw in charge, and you rat the other one. That gives you... That forces the War to deal with the Divine Shield. You know, we've talked about this, but it's like the worst feeling ever.
A very back and forth game so far. This has been a really cool game, actually.
Considering the awful draw from Dog initially, that ended up paying off.
It's not like Life Coach has had the most...
Life Coach is feeling the heat from Dog right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, man.
And it's not just from Texas either.
So much. Like, the weapon clog is unfortunate, but I mean, it's going to compensate for the fact that he's going to have to smash his weapons repeatedly into the Annoyotron.
Mm.
Well, he can take some damage because his opponent's on one card, and he already used a Savage Roar, so it's unlikely he has combo.
Yeah.
I think he might have opportunities to set up like Deathbite, Whirlwind stuff.
He might get like
I
the
think you
problem
have to
is,
execute though.
Yeah, and it's gonna get punished if he executes
You
here.
can Shield Slam this first. I think Execute's more valuable, so I think you can hit the
Oh.
the Deathbite into the
Tron.
Noyotron, and then armor up Shield Slam the 4/2.
And
Don't you want to hit the 3-attack weapon into the Neutron and then Deathbite?
But then how do you trigger the Whirlwind effect? Unless
Next
you want to
turn.
equip
I don't
another-
think you need to.
But then you can't draw with the Acolyte and then Battle Rage next turn.
Yeah, maybe setting up the Deathbite now would be better.
I know
just
your
because
inner value machine from Arena Crypt is going crazy right now. But
Yeah,
I gotta admit, man, that's probably
I think you're right.
No.
But I still wouldn't do it.
Especially with the execute, right? Because the AoE can also deal with a bigger minion
Yeah.
that the Dog plays.
I think you're totally right, but yeah,
Okay.
just not
So
do that.
he's saying he doesn't have Keeper of the Grove. This ends up being the right play, I
Mhm.
think. It's like one of those plays that has a lot of payoff potential, and it does.
Yeah.
This is really big.
So in this case, I mean, this is pretty fine. Like the Deathbite.
I think you
it's
actually
great, but,
Deathbite and then Deathbite again.
No, you just have to attack the Annoyotron and then attack into the Dr. Boom and execute it. Unless you really want to get that That double card drop.
I think I like Death Spite.
All right.
You probably get a 3-card Acolyte and you clear the board.
Right. Okay.
You can.
I could see that.
Oh, he's gonna Battle Rage and then do that.
You can't double Death Spite if you Battle Rage first.
No, I think he.
I don't think that's in his plans. Maybe looking for another
I think
AoE.
he's anticipating for some way to activate the
Whirlwind.
whirlwinds.
Yeah.
Or Inner Rage, or Slam, or maybe even Unstable Ghoul. Like you'd be like okay hiding behind that.
I don't even mind it. Like the double Death Bite.
A Whirlwind would be so insane. If he gets Whirlwind, he can actually drop Patron and Whirlwind.
He's gonna go for the double Death Bite play. Crip, you're a genius.
Well, it's only marginally better than the other one.
Yeah, but he gets
I
a
like
guaranteed play and it's not random. Like, what if things go wrong?
You get 3-card Acolyte too, so that's nice.
We could use our confirmation bias to say that he would have not gotten anything, got the Armor Smith instead.
Yeah. It's easy to be right.
Taking that sweat off his brow.
Yeah.
There. Oh man,
worked for that
so intense.
Yeah.
Dude, even the way
I think Hearthstone just needs more life coaches, just so people can see players like if they're panicking and sweating and thinking, oh god,
and then you can actually qualify for the Olympics.
If there's a reason to ever use,
I think it did.
I can never rationally justify 4K resolution, but to see the sweat beads on Life Coach's foreheads while he plays Patron, sign me up.
Yeah. Life Coach's like, wow, that's it.
That's all you got.
Nothing
you gotta
left.
Yeah. And then the Williams Appomatic comes out unanswered.
All right, well,
that should be
it's Patron time.
Yeah, I'd probably just take the patrons anyway. There's an argument not to. I mean, I kind of like just patron, Armor Smith.
Yeah, I think I like just play all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then just execute the Shredder. Hope that whatever comes out is garbage.
I think I like Patron. Yeah, Patron with the executes.
You can Battle Rage instead of an Armor Smith though.
Yeah, if you'd rather draw like 3 cards, I guess
3
that's
cards.
Fun. Oh yeah, because you have your hero power. Yeah, your hero being damaged as well.
There's also there is just Thor's in play as well, forcing your opponent to trade in and then getting like another.
What would Dog trade though? Would Dog trade?
Yeah, just because it's too much of a threat with what Thorson can do, and it's very clear that Dog most likely won't be able to kill him over 2 turns.
Okay.
He needs to specifically hit like Ancient of Lore in 2 combo. That's like his 2-turn lethal. And it's still possible with this wild growth draw. Just use the draw.
Yeah. The Armor Smith will make that a little less likely because the amount of armor that Life Coach is gonna be able to stack.
Okay.
That's a piece.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now I think
you might trade away the BGH. No.
There's 9 damage right now. He's at 23, so you put him at 14.
Yeah.
Even if you drew Savage Roar, assuming he clears the board.
And he armors up, you're pretty good.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. But the Pilot Shredder does stick onto the board, so it's very hard to remove everything.
What about Force of Nature, hero power to kill the Emperor, and you push for 10?
You push for 2 extra that way?
Yeah.
You take 5?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But the problem is that he doesn't actually kill him the following turn either, because he only has 8 power on board. And he already did use 1 Savage Roar, right?
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely to actually draw the other one.
I mean, do you play around Patron since you've already seen one as well, right? That's the other consideration. How much do I expect him to have it?
Oh, okay. He blinks.
Right. He blinks. Life Coach seems happy.
Yeah, Life Coach is starting to take big control over this game.
Yeah, he's like, okay, this is it. Like, this game is on its way out. I've got it.
Okay.
Definitely, he's got it. There's no way he doesn't. That 2 armor per AoE per minion, that's going to be a bit too much for Dog to go through. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dog just concede here.
Yeah, he's just going to get an obscene amount of armor and draw a ton of cards.
8 cards. So that's 5 cards. And 10 armor. Oh, 8 armor, excuse me.
Yeah, an extra 8.
10 if you armor.
Yeah, the thing is, with this many creatures on the board, with the patrons being so threatening, it's probably going to gain another like 20 armor before the armor smiths actually exit the board.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Does Commanding Shout keep giving armor if you keep getting AoE effects? Like
no, you have to take damage.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
When you're at 1 health on a minion, it just doesn't take damage.
Gotcha.
Oh, want to get some more?
Yep.
I think you might just Battle Rage again.
Oh, come on. Whirlwind's too nice.
Wait, no, you'd overdraw if you have that, right? Yeah, you don't want to do that then.
I don't see a Whirlwind here. I'm disappointed.
Ancient of Lore was good a turn
Last
ago.
turn, yeah. Is he still alive? Yeah, probably.
There's just too much stuff there. There's just way too much armor, way too many patrons.
Dog is very
Yeah, so
resilient.
I think this is pretty good information too. Like 2 Force of Nature druids, although they have come back in style. It's just good info for the Nihilum guys to get.
Oh, he only had like 2 cards left. That battle.
So no wonder he doesn't mind a Battle Rage. That would have been a really bad idea, guys.
Okay, well, I've seen this, and I've seen the opponent at like 60 health with like a taunt, and then he's still dead. Now he only has 19 health.
Okay, can you kill him with just 1 frothing hit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's the goal. Like, don't kill him with the pages or anything else. Just whirlwind one more time and hit him with 1 frothing.
The triggers on this Armor Smith are basically rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah, Dog's sitting here taking it all too.
I don't know about that. He just seems like
He
he's
just whirlwind again.
Yeah.
Just do whirlwind. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, he's putting him out of his misery.
that's it.
Oh, no, not exactly.
Not completely.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Alright, so that wraps up the first game, or second game, excuse me. And that's a tied
Evens it out.
series.
That was a pretty good game, though. Honestly, I
That was
liked the
really
way-
cool.
Yeah, Dog being able to clear out the first wave was not something I expected at all. It gave him usually Swipe is a dead card in that matchup, like the absolute worst card to have. It did some work.
I'm kind of curious if it would have made much difference if you'd use the Druid of the Claw to kill, I think, the 2/4 instead of the Swipe.
Oh.
That's a good question. Well, I think it would have gotten
So that he could
died
use
to the
one of the
War
patrons to final turns?
Maybe.
Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know. It's really tough, right? There's just so many things that happen in between.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. RDU is not home, so Dice and Life Coach have to talk to him through the interwebs.
Yep. Well, it looks like their spirits are pretty good.
Yeah.
Still a lot to do. Uh-oh. Trump in his notebook.
2 trumps in his notebook. 2 trumps, 1 notebook.
Oh, man.
Oh god.
Value.
No, not this movie. Please don't. I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good start of a pasta.
2 drops, 1 shirt.
All right, well, let's analyze the classes here. Maybe we get a moment to see. So both teams with Paladin, both teams with Druid, both teams with Warlock. Only Valleytown bringing the Priest, and only Nihilum bringing the Shaman.
Yeah, we still have to flip RDU and Dice. Like their lineups are probably swapped, based on what we've seen. So.
Oh, there's no Hunter from Nihilum,
Yeah.
actually. That is
Yeah, they did that too in the very final weeks, and
Of
it was a
the
very
ATLC.
interesting choice considering that
Hunter had the best
Hunter
win rate
had the
across
best
the
win
tournament, right?
Right, and they did again. I mean, it's really interesting because I think RDU was the guy who brought Hunter a lot, and now they're not bringing Hunter. They chose Shaman over it.
Well, I mean, I remember that week, right? That was
Yeah.
their descent to hell. That week was the beginning of the descent to hell, where they just kept
that's
going
right.
down and
When
down
they're,
and down
first
and
place,
down.
and
Yeah,
they hit like 6th place or something.
right. And then they had to climb back up through Satellite Redemption and everything.
But
And eventually, they made it through.
I thought in the climb they didn't have Hunter, right?
In the climb, they had it pretty frequently. It's
Oh, they
at
did?
the very
Okay.
last week they
Okay.
just decided, oh, let's just switch it up, and it failed miserably. But it might have just have been the Hunter. Might have been other things as well.
There has been also brave choices. Like I think one team didn't bring Warrior one week. As
Oh
well.
wow!
And then
Yeah,
it
I
was
think I've seen that as well.
That was like I was like, wow, that's really crazy brave. Like I can't believe some of the courage that these guys have in terms of messing with the lineups. But that's partially what's cool. This matchup is definitely more diverse. We have almost every class represented outside of Rogue.
Now, in terms of the classes, how predictable do you think Kibler's Priest is?
Oh man, I don't know what could be in there.
It'd be cool if he just like brought the Undertaker Priest for good old times.
Goodness! Oh wow! Please no.
Yeah. As far as the other classes, I wouldn't put it past Trump to also bring mid-range Paladin as Strife Crew did.
I think he's also going to bring Handlock.
I think so too. I think he's been playing mostly Zoo in the tournament, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He
But I
used to
feel
play
like
him.
Handlock is just better than Zoo right now. And it especially has like super hard counter matchups, which is what you want in a deck in a tournament format.
Yeah, I would assume that Trump's bringing Handlock, and then I would also say he's bringing Secrets Paladin. I say this because I think Monk convinced Trump that Secret Paladin's a good deck. Before he was unsure, and he wasn't sure, but I think Monk like spent half an hour talking to him at PAX, and then Trump's like, "Okay, I'll bring it." So
yeah, but it does take some practice too. I mean, we saw Eloise kind of make some like 2 turns ahead plays that ended up in her winning the game because of it. And I think these are actually a pretty hard place to see because the mid-range Paladin playstyle is so different from the aggressive one.
It does. And we'll see what RDU's Paladin first comes out. He's been playing aggressive Paladin decks almost all league. I mean, I feel like RDU's been playing aggro decks all league.
Yeah. I'd bet on Secret Valley because like when I was casting with him last time, he basically said it was the first day after I think 6-0 just went with a really bad run with his Paladin. RD said, "What do you think of Secret Paladin?" He said, "I think it's tier 1. It's above Patron. I think in like 1 month everybody will rage about it." One day after the event, so it was pretty interesting.
It's pretty interesting that Dog went out again though. I mean, if he's it's Druid again though. I mean that can lose
against aggressive Paladins though. I think Druid does a little bit better. But I still think it's tricky. The only thing is that you have to make sure to get the standard anti-aggro Druid stuff, like the Keeper of the Grove. Darnassus Aspirant actually has helped a lot because it's like an early game play. And even if he plays Living Roots, that helps give some board control.
They play BGH too, which it looks idiotic to say, but Mistress Challenger always goes up to 9/8 in some board cases, right?
Mysterious Paladin.
Wow, that's double Keeper of the Grove.
Keeper. Oh, is that a mid-range?
No, it's an Avenge.
It's kind of Avenge and Repentance.
Repentance.
Okay. You got excited way too fast.
Well, it's Coghammer. Coghammer, I think, is not that frequent in the Secret Valley.
Sometimes you'll see it as
it's in there once in a while. Like Eloise had it.
So people cut like 1 True Silver because they end up being.
Was it Eloise? I thought it was Stratford that played it.
Both had it.
Both had it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember because Eloise drew it, but she didn't need it for lethal. So, yeah.
All right. I was mostly actually thinking about the willingness to play Dog again. That's
right.
Okay.
And that might be some reverse psychology thing.
But what do you think he was targeting with Druid?
With so many classes remaining,
it's not Shaman. That's for sure.
It feels difficult. It feels like this is their best chance to
get the win in.
Yeah, get Druid's win in while can't be targeted.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Mech Shaman, that's like bad for Druid.
Terrible. There's like 3 decks on Nihilum's side that just do super well.
But then if you think Tice is playing,
wow. Competitive Spirit into Coin Muster. That's the dream.
Yeah. Assuming it can stay alive.
But look at the Druid's hand right now. Everything is staying alive.
Yeah. Well, except for 1 poor Silverhand Recruit. He will bite the dust. But yes, you are correct.
I guess you can Avenge too if you want. You just want like 1 guy bigger.
You know what?
He's really thinking about that right now. Yeah. Like, do you want Competitive Spirit or Avenge?
Avenge is more damage, I think, because
if
you muster and then one guy dies.
But if your opponent, it would be on turn 4. On turn 4, he could just wipe your board.
You go Avenge. You go Avenge coin. You go Avenge. Turn 2 Redemption Competitive Spirit. Turn 3 Muster. You're like full crazy.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, let's play all the secrets. Sounds good. Yeah, this is probably one of the better classes to use this exact sequence, Competitive Spirit with Muster against. It's rare they'll ever have like an Innervate swipe. So Wild Growth would work though.
Yeah, if you had Wild Growth into like a swipe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's answers to everything in Hearthstone. Except charging for things, but other than that, there's answers to everything.
Wow. Right.
Snipe.
You can't even do
Misdirection.
Misdirection. Yeah.
Eye for an eye. Force the draw.
Great cards.
Yeah.
Force the draw.
Ice block.
Oh, you're right.
Vaporize.
Oh yeah, Vaporize.
Great secret. It actually works out.
Okay.
Well, Druid is.
Tog's opening hands have been so bad.
Think about this though, because he's curving into Keeper afterwards. Is it really that bad if you think about it?
Well,
yeah, Avenge and Redemption
would
be pretty
awful. Spirit, so it's not as bad as it would be Avenge.
Yeah.
I think you just Avenge and Dude. I don't think you play Redemption.
This might not look very intimidating, but that damage is going to add up very quickly, considering that the building pressure is only going to increase with like Pilot Shredder.
And the worst part for Dog is that Divine Favor. This is one of the few cases where it's actually going to punish him because he hasn't been able to ramp and empty the hand at all. Oh, that's a pretty good pickup for future turns you could set up.
Yeah, he has the keeper here.
Revenge.
Do you pilot a Shredder simply, or? Is
Oh, that's an interesting choice to play against Avenge on a later turn. But I mean, you don't know if that's Avenge. That literally is anything.
Yeah, this is for the moment. It could be Noble Sack. You play a Shredder and you get punished.
It could even be that in Competitive Spirit.
Yeah,
because he played it
right.
The sequence.
So if you play Shredder and it's Competitive Spirit, you're done. You just lose.
Wow. The spell, you know what? I've never actually been faced with a situation where I literally can't do anything. This is like, he's paralyzed. Usually against Secret Paladin, you can almost match. If you match them in the early game, you're fine. But when they drop secrets...
Playing Keeper only loses against Avenge.
Against Avenge, yeah.
The flip side is, that's what he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever silence the 1/1?
Silence
just set up a crazy swipe, and that you don't risk running into anything that's dangerous.
I don't hate that. Well, you still lose versus Competitive Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Alright. Well, he played into Avenge, so I guess Dog is not playing very well, right?
Well, it's kind of working out, though.
Yeah, obviously you can't do anything.
I mean, it's working out.
I think statistically he made the best play. I think the keeper plays around
agreed.
All secrets except Avenge, and then Avenge comes, and then you're really sad.
But I mean, it's still fine, right? Because the swipe can take care of this if he doesn't trade. If he trades, the second keeper finishes off the...
Well, he gets like a 3-card Divine Favor, so that's pretty bad. Or he can even save Divine Favor and maybe get a 4-card Divine Favor next turn.
Oh, what do you Divine Favor now?
You can't Divine Favor next turn unless you draw a really early game card.
I don't think so. Like, the question is all about whether or not RDU makes the trade into the keeper, or if he plays Shredder and goes face with a 5.
I don't think you go face for the 5. I think you're too vulnerable to swipe.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So whatever you do, you don't go face, I think. Well, he's thinking about it. So
I mean, it is a lot of damage to miss if you just end up hitting into this keeper, and your opponent has to have the swipe.
Yeah. Would you have? The question is, would you have
That's
played
a bad
it?
swipe, though.
It's an okay swipe.
It kind of clears everything except for whatever comes out of the Pilot Shredder.
Yeah, which is going to be a Whirling Zapomatic.
We haven't seen that yet.
With Blessing of Kings.
It has to happen. Yeah, and King is going to come off the top.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It always happens.
That's one-off lethal if it actually happens.
Oh my god.
But he's got Lights Justice. Yeah, that's like...
No, it's with Lights Justice.
Next turn he wouldn't have the extra durability even.
Oh no, it's not one-off lethal, it's 3-off. Alright. Well.
I think if you silence...
I like Dog trying to channel, like...
Do you ever silence the 5/4 and just, like, kill a 1/1?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks okay.
It gives you better board presence, because the problem with swiping is...
You still lose everything. You give him initiative. And
he has something on the board and a weapon. You don't have anything.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to start from scratch again.
I'd even consider just silencing and going face. You still have to win the game. Remember that part.
Right, you have to deal.
Yeah,
damage.
but you have swipe. So is that your rationale? That
Yeah,
you swipe?
you'll swipe.
What about kings? It doesn't matter. It's still another 1/1. All right. So what does RD decide to do? I mean, she'll juggler minibot redemption. Kinda wonky,
I think you actually maybe
empty the hand, right?
Yeah, you want to empty the hand as much as possible. Because whatever you're doing is really hard to deal with. You're gonna play Mysterious Challenger on turn 6, and you're gonna Divine Favor with your 2 draws in the meantime.
Yeah.
So he's gonna trade. He's gonna play the Juggler, and he's gonna try to lose his guy, so Redemption gets super value.
Yeah. You might even kill off this Keeper the Crow.
Nope.
I think you might just kill off your 1/1 anyway.
I would probably do that. Yeah.
All those redemption targets are reasonable. I mean, the Night Juggler is definitely...
It juggles off of itself, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I think so, doesn't it?
That's sick.
Oh no, it can't.
I'm not sure if
that's
sick or
sick.
disgusting is what you're saying. Like this would really hurt me inside.
No, it can't juggle off itself. What was I thinking? I think like Cult Master draws off of itself or something.
Yeah, in some circumstances when like the entire board is wiped and there's some kind of priority for the player.
Yeah, no, there's no way it can juggle off itself. I'm just saying nonsense.
I mean, swipe looks like the only play, but it's even good. I mean, Force of Nature is also not too bad.
If you're talking about like the least bad play, Force of
Nature is probably
it.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are pretty
don't kill that
bad.
shielded minibot first.
I think he's worried about Noble Sacrifice. That's probably his biggest thing. And he's going to find that it's essentially the same thing. Redemption comes out.
All right.
Try to kill it
Hit the
again.
Shredder.
So Father
I
Shredder.
really hope it's 2 health or garbage.
Oh.
That is 2 health.
All right, so that's actually not too bad. The problem is the Mysterious Challenger is coming out right now. And
Yep.
without a BGH top deck, that's basically going to be like.
Yeah,
No, he's gonna
but
play
he's
his Dr.
got-
Boom.
Yeah, he's got Dr. Boom. He's also got like
Only 3
H4.
secrets.
Wait, is one of them Repentance?
I don't think so. I think RDU might have cut them out.
Avenge.
He hasn't played a second Competitive Spirit.
Competitive
And-
Spirit and Noble Sacrifice.
Yeah, RDU was arguing for less secrets in the Paladin deck when I talked to him last.
Well, he's got the Shredders and the Divine Favor, and those are 2 conflicting cards, so you do have to kind of get rid of
Yeah.
something else. But man, that Divine Favor is gonna crush.
Dude, there's so many cards in the hand of the Druid.
Yeah, that's the thing. He hasn't been able to.
Oh!
There is Repentance. Wrecked.
Consecration top deck. Doesn't matter. Divine Favor.
Oh, he's only running 1 Competitive Spirit then.
It's possible. Yeah.
No, it's certain.
Didn't he?
Yeah, there's no way he plays more than one.
He played
trigger
1
more
early
than
game.
one?
Oh, do
Okay.
people play more than one?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I
I've,
usually
I've
expect
seen some lists where the only secret they have 1 of is Repentance.
Repentance. Okay.
All right. Well, that Neck Joker has a chance to redeem itself or kill itself.
Oh my god.
There it is. There it is. And Dog is pissed.
Doug will have to go for like a Hail Mary swipe there, right? This is gonna be a Hail Mary.
It's almost like it's basically
There's
Doomsayer
no
time.
way.
It's Doomsayer prayer.
Yeah, it's Doomsayer Prayer time. There's nothing else. Ancient of War, does that even solve the
Well,
problem?
you do get 2 chances at Doomsayer. Right?
Oh, right, with Redemption. You're
There's
right.
probably Redemption.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
But it's Avenge and Noble Sack, actually.
So what are the
Have we
odds
seen 2
nowadays?
Redemptions? We saw one a lot
Is it
earlier.
Avenge and Noble Sack?
I'm pretty sure it is.
What are the
We haven't
odds
seen Noble
nowadays?
Sack at all.
We did. There's one Noble Sack.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Noble Sack and one other one. Okay, well. I mean, it makes for quite a story if Doomsayer pops out here.
Explosive Sheep might do it. Yeah, Explosive Sheep does it with Swipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so two
Just
outs.
2 outs.
2 outs.
It's
okay.
it's actually like 2.5%.
Wait,
We've seen tournaments
with
where
Unstable Ghoul almost.
Yeah.
do it.
Less likely things have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Get
has to
down.
hit.
I think it will live. Yeah.
Oh!
What?
Oh, wait. What if it buffs it? Okay. What if it buffs...
Wow.
This guy.
5-3 get down.
I was wondering, what if it buffs the Punish Rider so you can't even Hail Mary the Doomsayer?
I think you pretty much just go all in on it.
Okay.
I mean, do you try Ancient of War? Does that save you? So it tanks 5. You'd be alive, right? Theoretically.
It's still Doomsayer Sheep. Sheep still works.
Yeah. But like,
But,
Ancient of War looks more
I think
consistent.
Ancient of War might be his best chance. Rob. I
Yeah.
think you're right, Noxious.
It's unfortunate for the viewers, but...
No, I mean, if you're rooting for Dog to win, you still want to do this. But the problem is, already just to hit a True Sword Champion off the next six draws.
No,
Yeah.
he just needs enough weenie garbage.
Any
Juggle enough.
juggles, yeah, any amount of juggles.
I think he's got it. Actually, I think just almost on board. It's
Yeah,
it
he's got
because he
5
gets
on
an
board.
extra one off. He needs a creature that costs 4 or less.
He needs
No,
2.
he has hero power. I think he just has lethal.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I
he just
think
has
he
lethal.
might.
He has lethal on the board without Divine Favor. That's lethal.
Yeah, with the juggle. You're right. never
They
mind.
juggle, dude.
Never
It's not
showing
even-
the
it's not
Divine
gonna play
Favor.
Divine Favor.
Yeah, good idea. Not showing the card
Well,
to
they
be
can see the
bonus.
card,
Yeah, that's too late.
and they already won with the Paladin.
Right.
So,
Why
Dog
did
was
you be
hoping...
So really, or do you BM us?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. He just doesn't want
I
to.
feel cheated out
Yeah.
of the 3. Yeah.
He didn't want to show more of his cards.
More of his
Zog
deck,
looks like a.
Try hard to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Wow, Amaz...
Amaz giving him some comfort. It's like it's okay, dog. Like it's okay to get benched. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just I mean, two losses in a row right at the start of the match is not really a big deal. Like
Julio is amused. Look like he's laughing at Dog. You do see that?
it's only one of your teammates has
High
to get away.
five from hype!
It was a low 5 to be fair.
It
was a low
was.
5.
It was.
Amaz
okay,
very
dog.
accommodating. Like here you are. Have a
Okay,
seat.
Dog, you're still handsome and good
The
looking.
Chinese hospitality,
And good
right?
at Hearthstone.
Hmm.
Oh my
Wow.
god. This has got to be the most humiliating moment I've ever seen.
That's right. Here at the Archon House, we treat people
Very
like
nicely,
like
yeah.
they're humans.
Yeah. We give them like good breakfast, but then dog food.
Well, yeah,
That may have
that wasn't
actually been
exactly how it went
It was.
according to plan. Value Town, I guess their notebook's not really helping them out, so they gotta go back to the drawing board. Now it's just up to Kibler and Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But the series just started. It's 2-1.
Yeah,
It's 2-1, but you don't want to start this way.
I think if you had like, let's say hypothetically you had to get a player benched and we had no choice. I think in the very beginning of the series, it's the least damaging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kibler might play Priest. What does it have for bad matchups? I guess the Mage from Life Coach. Life Coach tends not to play Freeze, so we're expecting some kind of tempo. I've seen him play Mech.
Why doesn't he play Freeze? I think it'd be a great deck for Life Coach.
Yeah.
He likes playing I think he just likes playing Tempo Mage too much.
Yeah.
Life Coach is really weird. I always think he likes really complicated and advanced decks.
Not it.
But I think he just likes really powerful decks. That's all.
Okay.
He likes Handlock because there's like always like relevance to do stuff like Tempo Mage, Mech Mage. Like that was what he used to play back in the day. In fact, Life Coach had this really crazy Mech Warrior back in the day.
Oh goodness!
I tried that for like 3 games,
and he actually won. Like had a winning record. It was like a 60% win rate in tournaments, and he's played like 8 or 9 games of it. So
nobody else could actually make it work. Everybody else would try and just failed.
Did that piece of garbage 1-3 make the cut?
Which
the
one?
Warbot, yeah, it was a staple.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
Warbot was a staple.
Yeah, you it was like in one game,
laugh, man. But it was pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
you like Inner Rage Rampage, man. Like you can't.
What?
I don't think he did that, but I think
that's a good follow up though.
Yeah.
What does that even make the card? A 4/2? It makes it a 7/5.
Yeah, it's pretty big minion. Oh, it's +1 attack, right? It gets.
Mm-hmm.
So you Inner Rage and then you get plus
yeah,
5.
it's 7/5.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
All right. Well, back to the relevant part of Hearthstone here.
Priest.
Probably Priest, but again, you have to consider the fact that if you win with Priest, again, you're in that situation where you don't have evenly distributed check marks.
Yeah,
and that makes it so you kind of run into that bench issue again.
Sure.
And again.
So for all intents and purposes, Value Town only has Trump, basically.
Yeah, I think playing the Paladin here is okay. It's pretty good against most decks here, unless Life Coach is playing Tempo Mage.
Yeah.
The thing about Priest is for the exact reason that you mentioned, Crip, plus the fact that I'm pretty sure we can put Tice on Handlock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what's going to be. So I like the Paladin here from Trump.
Yeah.
Do you expect mid-range, mostly? Or did he really get sold on a secret?
Actually, I think mid-range is better against Handlock, by the way.
The mid-range Paladin?
Yeah.
I think it's debatable. I think Divine Favor makes a huge difference because you often dump the hand.
It's not in every Pally deck.
It's not in every Pally deck, but Paladin in general just has a lot of tools against it. If in mid-range, you have Aldor Peacekeeper to reduce all those giants' attacks to 1. You have Equality, so you can just push through any big wall.
You're on Silence these days.
You have Silence, and your big threats late game can carry you enough because they're flirting with Disaster with the Molten Giant.
It's kind of a weird thing, though. I think Paladin counters Handlock really hard, but if you play Demon Handlock...
Speaking of that looks like a Zoo deck from Dice.
Zoo Boys.
With Divine Shield, that's actually giving him a little bit more like breathing room against the Secret Pally deck as well.
Kind of. Still kind of stinks against Mustard for Battle, though.
Yeah, Mustard for Battle is just too strong, really.
And Trump has Avenge into Mustard.
And Competitive Spirit.
Yeah, the Competitive Spirit is pretty valuable too, but one of the biggest problems of Zoo is that fundamentally it wants to trade a lot.
Yeah.
Because it needs the board control. And then Avenge just makes trading impossible to usually do it cost effectively unless you have an early board lead. Competitive Spirit is also valuable, but it's usually you trading on your turns, which Paladin excels at anyways. So I think the Avenge into the Muster for Battle is going to be nasty, and Tice is going to have to...
Yeah, he's not playing against Druid. He can kind of assume that you can take out a few more of the cards.
I wonder if Trump does this thing of like not mulliganing into the last second to not reveal information.
That's Sea Giant.
Oh, that's pretty good against Muster for Battle.
Turns out it's actually playable.
Sea Giant.
He's gonna go for the Dream.
So,
ooh, that seems really risky. Like if Dice just plays a card, it triggers on one dude.
Well, he's gonna play Muster for Battle.
I mean, the Egg plus Powerful Whelming could give him the potential to
yeah, exactly.
To trade 2 guys and then waste the Competitive Spirit on a single target. Well, there's a chance that Trump decides not to play it if there's only 1 target.
Yeah, so he tossed away Avenge.
Right, and kept Competitive Spirit because he wanted to get a Muster play, but...
Oh, you know what? Wait.
What?
Maybe he thought that Tyson was going to play handlock, so that's why he got mind gamed by it.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'll keep
I
competitive.
think you're absolutely right.
But you saw the Art Inspire. You can't think it's handlock. Oh, you mean for the Mulligan?
No,
part.
for
Okay, sure.
Mulligan.
Yeah,
for-
definitely.
yeah. And then he was forced to play competitive sphere because that was his only.
Right.
Well, he went second, so you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only thing you could do.
Is there an argument for just holding on until Sea Giant does something?
Well, now you're still afraid of Avenge. Like, it's the
No, you're
mind
not.
game there.
No,
No, you're not.
Avenge is awesome.
Avenge is great.
Avenge is the best thing ever.
Because of power overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're gonna trade. You're gonna find out exactly what secret it is, and you're gonna be wondering if you should powerbomb at that point.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, this is so scary because on the one end you have Thais, being able to get a 4/4. Trump doesn't have a good response, and the worst part for Trump is that the hand from Thais is actually going to be big enough. I mean, small enough that Divine Favor might not see play ever. It's already like something you don't expect against Zoo, but sometimes it gets stuck with clunky Doomguard.
Yeah, that's the issue with Divine Favor. It's so strong, but you usually need it the most in decks that it's going to be worthless.
Right, and terrible.
Yeah, you're right. The more I think about it as well. One thing that's also like an interesting side effect is that the more he does this, the weaker Sea Giant. Well, not weaker, but the longer it takes for Sea Giant to come out.
That's kind of okay though. I mean, Knife Juggler into Avenge, and you can kill the Voidwalker.
The Avenge
Over the Redemption
should be.
Yeah, it's definitely over Redemption.
I would play Avenge way more often than.
I'm just trying to think, like, what happens if,
What if it's Noble Sack, right?
Like, what do you expect your opponent to play on 4? It's usually Implosion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you play Knife Jugglers and Avenge,
he kills your entire board.
Yeah,
and
like
he has a bunch of 1/1s, and you have True Silver.
I think there's no way around that.
Yeah.
So I think you have to go with the best play.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to risk the fact that the 2/1 might just do nothing.
Well, it's not the 2/1 won't do anything. It's like he almost like a kill a Knife Juggler,
Yeah.
and then it'll buff and it'll trade with his 4/4.
Yeah.
But we know that that's not the case at all. Trump will have to face the Void Caller instead, which doesn't have any follow up apparently.
It's still a pretty decent play. I mean, you really just want to dump your hand. I think if you dump your hand with the... Oh, that's good.
Oh.
That's really good.
What a great top deck.
Not
God.
bad.
Yeah, you just want to empty your hand as much as possible because when you're both out of cards, you are going to win as the Warlock.
Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to interpret this card. It could be Noble Sacrifice, so that way the Knife Juggler stays alive. It could be Avenge number 2 because of the sequencing.
Well, Noble Sacrifice doesn't really affect the way you attack, so you just don't play around it.
Yeah, I think you're still going to lose your guy. Yeah.
And of course, there's the Redemption, which we know is here.
Avenge.
Oh, it's the Avenge. Excuse me. You're right.
You know what we need? We need like this new application for Hearthstone Spectator Mode with all the secrets displayed like clearly on the side.
He still cannot draw from Divine Favor, which means I think you might even want to True Silver. Oh.
He's gonna keep the 2/1 alive, I guess. He's gonna have 2/1/1. Well,
Yeah.
2/1/1s. Yeah.
So he doesn't want to trigger the Void Caller.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
see.
want to trigger it. Makes sense.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, I like that as well because I think he's afraid of what the Void Caller can pull out. It seems like his opponent has like a couple of cards that might be clunky.
Nah, Divine Favor might
That is
draw.
very clunky.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to play this.
Wait. No. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, Divine Favor is going to get really good value here.
Yeah.
Because I think you have to tap. You can't risk playing nothing here. And right now you're playing nothing.
You might play.
Void Caller.
Yeah. Would you without a demon in hand? It's kinda-
Now that you know that's Redemption and it's Noble Sacrifice, it's a lot more minions onto the board.
Yeah. You're still 1 mana away from getting the dream. But...
Oh, that is so that's such a tease. Like,
yeah.
Sea Giant can't come out until 1 more mana.
It's really nice, though. Really nice that he made that play. That's hard to do. And now Trump can basically draw 1 card if he wants.
Yeah, and now that he's also exposed to having to deal with the Void Callers. I think the reasoning is I can't actually play around with the demons come out, so I'll just ignore them and let him trade if he wants.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Drawing 1 card's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
In this case, he's just gonna try to aggro his opponent down, I suppose.
Yeah.
If Slice actually had 1 more mana, he could play Doctor Boom and Sea Giant.
Oh, right, because of 3 minions that come out with Dr. Boom.
That's a pretty good life tap turn.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That is so gross.
Brutalized.
He's gonna pull out the Mal'Ganis. He could have pulled. Oh man.
This is going to be devastating for Trump.
Doesn't even get a divine favor now.
Yeah.
Denies the divine favor as well.
Trump is just, he literally just eye rolled a little bit like, oh, yeah, I expected Mal'Ganis, you know.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I also really like how Trump's sitting in a posture that, you know, squints the eyes of the t-shirt.
I've been trying not to mention that the whole time, but I have been aware of this for a while.
Like scrunches his face like he's really stressed and all.
That's what actually creeps me out of that shirt. Is like when it starts moving and having like facial expression.
Oh, he's back. Nope. Now he's coming.
He doesn't want to talk. Shut him up.
All right. Well, Trump's gonna need a miracle to come back now.
Yeah, it's not looking likely. Without equality,
he even do that. He can't even kill off Mal'Ganis.
No, you can't do anything.
Yeah,
you're dead. You're just dead.
Yeah.
I like Tyson Zoo list, honestly. Bringing back Sea Giant and the metagame like infested with Paladins kind of makes sense.
That's the mid-range zoo that has a lot of benefit off Implosion. Implosion gives you more minions for Sea Giant, which gives you better demons.
Demons for
Mal'Ganis.
Well, that's a huge game for Nihilum because it's not like they just win a game, right? It's they win a game and Valentine doesn't win a game, which means Dog is still benched. And if Trump plays again, then they isolate Kibler.
Yeah.
It's like
that's right.
Crazy bad.
And then Trump and Dog are in the bench.
Yeah.
Together.
Wow.
Like he could even play Dr. Boom in his board and have just ridiculous power. Even if he couldn't win that turn. Yeah. What a game. That's 3-1 for Nihilum right now, and well, you know, things are not looking very good for Value Town at all.
Yeah,
I would consider just burning that notebook.
Yeah,
it's not doing any work. That's
doing the same exact thing as it would otherwise.
Yeah. I need to get another glimpse of that trophy there in the middle. Pretty good stuff.
And before somebody runs away with it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to track down who stole that one, though. Yeah. I don't think there's another one of those.
No?
No, not yet.
There's no GPS installed, so I could do it.
Yeah.
That's what you think. Until you find out that they've already put GPS in all of us.
Mm.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Well, here are the standings. Nihilum basically has the dream where it's one check mark per player. This is the 3-win dream right now.
Right.
Yep.
And Dog is benched. Trump is on 1 loss. So even though he has the most flexibility, it's a huge gamble to actually play because if you play, you isolate Kibler.
Right.
Who's playing a fairly predictable deck, by the way.
Right, but the thing is, the deck that Kibler is playing is sort of okay against...
it's most of it.
I mean, if it's Mech Shaman from RDU, I guess might pose a problem, but
is pretty good
fine.
I think you just play Kibler, honestly.
Dragon Priest especially, I think.
I think you just play Kibler.
Oh, they're leaving.
Yeah.
Which means I think Trump's staying on.
Oh, is that right?
Well, I think Trump's really trying to win to free Dog here. I think also Dog being benched and Life Coach not playing Mage confirms he's not playing Freeze Mage. Because the Druid and the Warrior are benched.
Yeah, they're benched.
Those are the decks that you're afraid of as the Freeze Mage. It's got to be the Tempo Mage. And I think if Life Coach won't play because he wants to catch Dog as soon as he gets unbenched, his decks would be good against it. So it's RDU and Tice really now.
Yeah, but the Mech Shaman, if you're expecting Trump, let's say, to go out, you might not want to run that just because it's kind of hard to fight for the board sometimes.
Isn't a Tempo Mage good against the Paladin though?
Yeah, it
depends. I think it's all about like if you have that Flame Waker stuff to be able to land. It's just like Zoo. Like part of the reason why Tice's version of Zoo fell out of popularity is because sometimes the draw curve is very awkward. Like you have so many high cost minions, and then you just don't have like the
implosion, let's say, to set it up.
Or you don't even have like a void turn 1 through 3 play because sometimes it's just awkward. And that could be the case of the mage as well. I'm predicting a druid coming out here from Tice, but I think Shaman also has room to come out because if Trump is going to queue up again and he's playing like Handlock, that's Mech Shaman.
Goodness, that would be the best.
Of course, it could be just mid-range Shaman, and we're just like completely caught off guard. It could be Zeus Shaman, and that's what I hope it would be.
I wanted to see something like that from RDU.
I know RDU has in the past tended to play like cutting-edge decks.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is good. Nobody's playing this. I'm playing this.
Yeah. Let me surprise
them
and win.
At the same time, he played a lot of Mech Shaman.
I mean, the ATLC has been pretty much a trademark.
Yeah.
Shaman has been playing nothing but Mech Shaman pretty much in ATLC. I think we might have seen like one mid-range early in the league, but that was it.
Yeah, so I was thinking Druid or Shaman against Handlock, but Trump can also flip the switch and just go straight for Zoo.
He's been playing a lot of it.
Yeah. However, I think if he's keeping Patron in mind, and he's playing Paladin, I think Value Town might be leaning towards playing the Handlock. But that's interesting because it feels like most people are leaning towards Zoo for this so far.
Yeah.
People don't. We haven't seen a Handlock yet.
I think Zoo is still pretty okay to handle Patron. Like, it's not going to be an amazing win rate, but it's not completely impossible.
I'm kind of hoping we'll see some Handlock. I think it's a pretty strong deck, and it's nice to see it. It's a very strategic deck that Trump knows how to play pretty
Because-
So
well.
you're rooting against Trump?
Yeah.
Because Druid would be pretty strong.
I'm rooting in the favor of everyone's entertainment.
Oh, well, it isn't the
No.
Handlock. It could be Demons.
Mid-range,
but
right?
It looks like it's faster.
Yeah, the Voidwalker is pretty indicative of a faster Warlock.
Dice has got a pretty good hand there. I mean, it's curving, naturally, no matter what. And he could ramp up a little bit for free.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with being on the coin on Doness's Aspirant is that if your opponent can magically deal with it
You're out.
through
Yeah.
Abusive Sergeant
You're dead.
sorcery,
Yeah.
you just have no turn 2 play.
Yeah.
So you can coin it out in anticipation for Shade of Naxxramas, but then you're really sad with it.
Yeah, you might also play it on turn 2 like you would Wild Growth, say, in some cases.
But then you're also in this weird
Then it's
position.
even more likely to die.
right,
then.
it's
die,
even
yeah.
more likely to die.
I think you have to coin it. I think you just
You
have
do.
to take the
You
risk.
should coin
Yeah.
every time, but it's one of those things where Tice is going to really hope that Savage Roar turns into Innervate or something else.
Wild Growth would be pretty okay.
Wild Growth is okay.
Yeah, but there's so much ramp in the hand, though. It's
Wow, he actually throws away the Pilot Shredder as well because he's just not that confident in this Aspirant to stay alive.
Well, so far, I mean, if there's an Abusive Sergeant coming up, he'd be right.
Yeah, he pushed really hard for something that wasn't the Shredder.
I think you'd even powerful on the future route though.
Would you just coin out Shade, or would you play the Aspirant here? Because you wouldn't even kill a Voidwalker. You'd have to hero power turn 2, which again at least makes your turn 2 relevant.
You coin
Yeah,
it
you
out
have to
for
coin it
sure.
out,
You
right?
coin it out for sure. The other,
I was thinking about it.
the only problem is that you don't know what Warlock.
He's playing.
Well, sorry, you don't know exactly what kind of Warlock he's playing, and if it's like a faster curving Zoo, then you have to definitely peg it onto him. But if he's like playing a slower Zoo, then yeah.
Well, here comes the Knife Juggler. It's
Is he gonna
Not-
kill the Shade? At some point.
I don't think so.
No, it's just
The implosions, man. When they implosion and kills my shit, I get so mad.
Yeah. I've heard, like, I was listening to you last time. We were having a discussion with Ben Bro, and somebody was asking you, do you rage when you play Hearthstone? And apparently, you get
yeah.
those rage moments.
Yeah, I
occasionally.
rage. I'm a
It's
big
kind of nice
rager.
to know that, right?
Yeah, you know, the only time I won't rage when I lose is to cast through Jabarina.
Oh,
Because
right.
I'm
You,
not
know, you expect the result already, right? You know what's gonna happen.
That's right.
But you seem to know more stuff than even I do. Like, just Jessica True, I have no idea.
Sincerely doubt that, Noxious, and I will bet you $5,000.
Nicely
You're
done.
wrong.
Nicely done. Well played.
I think here you actually don't want to attack. You want that thing to trade for the. You want to force Trump to trade the Knife Juggler into it, because it is an extremely
true.
high priority target.
That's right.
Yeah, and the more...
Oh, does that punish him?
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Do you play...
It might
It could.
if
yeah.
the juggle hits the 2/3, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
But
No.
then your
You got to play on curve.
doggy gets killed.
And even if it hits the Shade, right? It's still fine because the Shade is then more likely to die down the line.
Ooh.
There's
No,
still
no.
some redemption in the Direwolf Alpha with the imps that spawn with the Imp Gang.
DM Gang boss, right.
So it's not like you lose the value that you would otherwise get.
Oh, that's a bit of a clunky turn, but you kind of knew it playing Aspirant.
It's
You
the
know,
risk.
I think you just pass.
Yeah.
Well, you hero power.
I might attack into the Voidwalker to just kill it with Keeper on the following turn. Maybe there's an argument for that.
I
but
kind of like that actually.
Yeah, Shredder looks just so much stronger that I don't know. It's just there's a multiple lines of play you can make.
If you kill the Voidwalker and then he trades into the Shade, then
Swipe is better. by a
Swipe
long
is better.
Shot, yeah,
Keeper the Grow is better.
everything's better pretty much.
Shredder is about the same.
Do you want to?
The problem is Defender of Argus on the other end is really punishing. So if Tice,
No, you just silence though.
yeah, but
Get a really nice.
if you
silence.
if you don't do anything and he plays Defender of Argus,
Yeah.
it's like a 2/4 and a
You just silence the Imp Gang boss and then kill the
Kill
2/4
the-
taunt with your Ben 4/4.
yeah, I suppose
Ferdinand's not convinced.
it's still the same effect either way.
Yeah, you kill the Voidwalker.
Because
either
you kill
way.
the Voidwalker either way.
Yeah.
So Trump picks up the Hunter Creeper, and I think now he can just set up to make sure that he can use the Direwolf Alpha effectively.
Yeah, the Direwolf
How
is
do
a
you
bit
place
clunky.
the Rubian Egg though?
You don't. I don't know if you want to play it beside the Haunted Creeper. I think you play the Haunted Creeper on the other side of the taunt here. Ooh.
Alright, so he wants the 1/1s if they spawn to actually spawn near the egg. So
Yeah,
he can
you
actually
want
trade.
the one wants to spawn near the edge.
Yeah.
But you want the egg in the middle for flexibility. Because you might want to doggy one side or the other. I think that's the idea anyway.
Yeah, I think Imp Gang boss, no matter what, we agree goes in the end though, right? Because of the way the
1/1 spawn, yeah.
So this is some breathing room. Your opponent loaded up only 1 power onto the board, so I think you can take a turn developing Shredder. You don't have to silence, but I would not blame him for feeling the need to use Cupid to go to silence the egg here.
Yeah, because I think when you swipe, if you want to kill the Nerubian, you are enabling all sorts of things, right? You're enabling the
Yes.
Gang boss, and then
Yes. Now there is the other side of that. Shredder is a much better tempo play as well, but it does play into the Nerubian egg, and then you have multiple targets you want to swipe, which makes it very difficult to get effective trades.
yeah, silencing the egg seems like the safer play. Yeah.
Yeah, you get eventually 4/4 with the value. Nothing's getting triggered some way or another.
And with that Ironbeak Owl is the right play because he would have silenced the Shredder
Right, and
killed
gotten
it.
the 4/4. Basically won the game.
Alright, so you can take the trade that's offered and lose the egg, which I guess is not really that big of a loss. You get an extra 1/1, but do you really want to do that?
I think you do.
Fine.
I think you lose the egg and then you attack with the Imp Gang boss.
Yeah. Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
Perfect.
Really perfect.
Doesn't get much better than this.
And you get to keep the Ironbeak Owl, so that way you can get past the inevitable taunts.
Mm-hmm.
Your opponent might not have many taunts, but you can guarantee that there's probably Trooper the Claw and other relevant minions.
I feel like Swipe is about to hit and do a lot of work. The next 2 turns could be Swipe turns if you want them to, and literally play them back to back.
Yeah, this is directly to player or into Druid the Claw, so you can trade easily.
Yeah, playing the 4/2 there.
The swipe.
I
What does
don't
it
even
do?
know if it's the good.
It doesn't do much now, but the thing is, the second swipe makes everything so much nicer. You just play the Drake.
Drake swipe
But it's
would be devastating on this board.
Yeah. Shredder looks like it's actually fine now.
I think I like the Shredder over the Drake.
Yeah. It's gonna die anyway, from your perspective, so...
It trades too cleanly. The problem with the Drake is that it dies to the
4/2,
flame
right?
and-
A 1
yes.
drop, so...
Yeah, I mean, and the Shredder, the 3 health kind of acts as 4 health.
Could you just swipe the Direwolf Alpha? Oh, wow, he's gonna do it.
I guess.
I mean, what it does is it sets up the sickest swipe on the following turn. And you're pretty much guaranteed to just clean the board completely.
I don't know about that.
No?
Attacking here seems dubious just because you can afford to take that 1 extra damage, and you're going to swipe things down anyways.
Yeah. Alright.
That's a lot of damage. Do you think he's just going to go all on the burst? There's no reason not to here. He's going to put his opponent on the back.
Yep. You get a value discard on your Doom Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the owl. If only it was Fist of Jaraxxus.
But, unfortunately, the Shade won't die by attacking to the Doom Guard. After the swipe was played, right?
Right. So he can swipe, hero power down the 1/1, and the 6/6 kills the Doom Guard.
Right.
And there's no 1/1 from the
Imp Gang boss.
The Imp Gang boss, right?
That's actually a really great... Actually, wait, is there even one from the Haunted Creeper? Oh yeah, it triggers after. You're right.
Yeah. You can't really stop that.
But I don't think you want to play for efficiency here. I think you need to just be desperate and stay alive. You're at 7 HP.
Yeah, you have to swipe, right? Like, you just swipe the Voidwalker and just kill the Doom Guard with a Shade, and then finish off a 1/1.
Yep. That's the only play. Value or tempo, that's the only play.
Yeah, I think it's just too optimistic to let the Doom Guard survive.
You don't.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to.
I agree.
Alright, so there's a 1/1 on the board, and back-to-back PO, or with another Doom Guard.
I guess you can Wild Growth if you want.
You'd be dead to the Doom Guard.
The other Doom
Second
Guard.
Doom Guard.
He gets 2 draws at it. You're right about that. Alright.
But there is Ancient of Lore to keep him in. The only problem is the Warlock and start climbing back onto the board pretty effectively. That's still 2 turns away, though.
Void Tear. That is pretty worthless, but you gotta play it. You gotta have something on board.
Yeah, put a 3/3. Forces a Wrath if he has it.
Different than Mind Control Tech. But this is a pretty big opportunity for Druid to climb back in here.
Looks like you'll have to take a face hit, though. And I don't know if you can just heal.
I think
but there's too low tempo and you don't have swipe anymore.
Can you afford not healing, though? Like, what do you do instead? Because
you could do Shade Shredder.
Do you threaten your opponent with lethal? You're not on 9
No,
mana,
but
so
you combat the board a bit more, and if you heal later on.
Okay, so on the following turn you'd heal?
Yeah.
Alright, I can see that. Oh wow, that's actually gonna... Oh my goodness, it's Mal'Ganis.
That's probably it then.
Well...
Not quite. I mean, there's still a Wrath. There's still probably 2 Wraths, right? So the Azure Drake could get one of them, and that would be enough to slow down the... Wow.
Yeah, he has the Azure Drake into Wrath to not lose.
Yeah, but it feels like he's drawn through a big portion of his deck already, so it wouldn't surprise me if he hit the Wrath.
Yeah, he's drawn quite a few cards. But that's not the one he was looking for.
And that should be it.
That is absolutely it. Trump's gonna take it and relieve Dog off the bench.
That's very important because he also avoided the bench for himself.
Yeah, he dodged the bench, which I think is the biggest thing. And Trump seems really relieved, and so does his shirt. Wow.
His shirt has been optimistic this entire game.
Yeah, he's like Trump, keep your chin up. You know.
I wonder if Trump talks to his Trump W shirt and asks him what he thinks.
I think the Trump shirt talks to Trump.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. I think it's pretty easy to tell.
I just want to see that shirt after like a few laundry loads when it's just cracked and everything.
Oh goodness!
That's the catch, Trump. He never washes.
Oh, I see.
So that way it stays forever.
Yeah. That's value.
That's the catch for Trump.
Yeah.
Never waste the shirt.
Maz, our host of the ATLC.
Oh, you did it. You're off the bench.
We'll pull him off.
Look at the excitement. He's like, God, that seat sucks. All right.
What's hilarious is Dog literally comes off that bench to talk to them and the team and then just goes back to the bench.
Right, yeah.
So the bench is just symbolism. For Dog's incapabilities in the beginning of the series.
Well, it's actually more than symbolism if you think about it, because he's not part of the team discussion on who they should play.
Right.
Unless Kibler sits on the chair right in front of him and just turns around and talks to him.
But then you'd have to go up and down through the house to do that.
That's a long time.
They're playing upstairs and the bench is downstairs.
Yeah.
So they have some downtime.
So you're saying... Yeah, so you're saying they lose 15 seconds climbing up the stairs.
But there's a real impact.
3 calories.
But the thing is...
Probably more than that for some of them.
If you rush. If you're stressed, I think...
What?
Oh, wow. I think so. Like, there's... Like, the bench rule doesn't seem to matter too much if you can actually, like, dodge it from this point on. If Dog ends up going out with a patron, he can actually... I would say, like, how does it fare versus Tempo Mage nowadays? Like, does it just fall flat on its face?
Patron versus Tempo?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting to me.
The Tempo Mage is very good if it can snowball some stuff out early, because it can actually disrupt the weapons and stuff.
We've seen the Patron Warrior kind of tech against the more aggressive decks these days. Like, I think all the Patrons we've seen so far have had 2 Fiery War Axes.
And the Shield Box, and the Shield Slam as well.
Exactly.
It's like, you're right. The big problems are, like, when they get Mana Worm out, and then they have Mirror Image, and then it's like, oh, wait, like, you'll never get to my minions.
No, it's like...
Double Divine
Mana Worm, and then Sorcerer Apprentice, Mirror Image, Coin Frostbolt. You know, we're done.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have to have like Slam and then Executes and stuff in order to kill it off.
Yeah.
I still want to see the praise from Kibler, honestly. They're probably going to
come out. It'll come out. There's no way it won't come out.
Well, there's just some way where it won't come out.
Well, it'll be like one of those things where, like, if RDU is the shot, like Shaman's the last class, and then the priest will definitely come out there.
Yeah, all right. But they could just get totally wrecked and it would never see play.
Well, now that the handlock is out of the way, Shaman got a lot weaker. A lot weaker.
Well, we still don't know what Shaman it is, but if it is mech, definitely. It's just almost...
I feel like the Shaman is always like pretty good against the Patron Warrior.
Well,
it's decent. It's pretty decent. Right. And Druid as well. So it could be one of those things where they anticipate Dog going right back in. They can queue up Shaman to snipe it. I think their safest pick is
Druid again?
Actually, the Mage, I think, from Life Coach. Overall, in terms of win percentages,
you're okay with just Patron? You beat Druid. Priest is a bit,
I think Priest kind of owns you.
Overall, yeah.
Priest just, like, the creatures are too big.
Yep. All right, Druid again from
Well,
Thijs.
good thing that they avoid that then.
Yeah.
But then they risk getting benched here.
Right, and Thijs would see the, I guess the wooden bench.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Now, Kibler's been known for his dragons. That's why there's one on his shoulder from other games and all the rest. And he certainly likes the dragons in Hearthstone. He tries to make them work. Even in Blackrock
He's tried
Mountain,
way too much before Dragon, like Blackrock Mountain.
he was trying when it was like Blackrock Mountain came out, and people were like, okay, let's play dragons. And then 1 week later, like, let's not play dragons.
Yeah.
And Kibler was still playing dragons.
Right. He was like, let's make dragons work. And he tried everything from Dragon Mage to Dragon Priest to Dragon Pally, like everything.
Right.
Yep.
Pretty cool. But his dream has come true, and there's only going to be more tools, I think, for Dragon in the future, because Blizzard seems to want to support the archetype. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think just naturally, there's dragons in World of Warcraft that haven't been released in Hearthstone yet. Yeah. They might just be like, 9 mana, terrible cards that have way too much stats and get BGH'd and never see play ever again. But there's still going to be more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
I feel like almost every dragon has had some relevance at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the argument was
Stormu
about
Joust was like crazy
but
good.
Stormu had some pretty dominant strategies.
Yeah, we both know about that.
I think it's like the best strategy in Hearthstone that ever came about. Still more fair than Patron.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, still more fair.
It's like the definition of non-interactive. You can't even have your turn.
Right.
You can if you're really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I learned that if you played Nosdormu and then 3 Jousters, you actually skip your own next turn.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Oh. Wow. You went really far down the rabbit hole to research this.
Well, you tried
I just played it. I played one too many. And then just went back my opponent's full turn. I'm like, damn.
Kibler's deck currently, like, we see no mulligan #1. This hand is pretty gorgeous, I think, and there's no dragons yet, so
but all these cards aren't on the dragon deck, so it's still pretty certain in my mind that there is a dragon priest.
Yeah, how does Druid fare against it? Is it able to contest?
It's hard to deal with all those guys, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's even more dependent on it was before. So the way Druid could beat Priest, a lot of people felt like Druid was good against Priest because you could seize the early tempo.
Wow.
That's Wrath into Dr. Boom.
Yeah, that's pretty effective, and that's early game tempo.
Pretty effective, okay, sure.
But Priest got much better at stabilizing the early board with minions. So Priest definitely got much better at fighting back. However, I don't know what to do against Dr. Boom on turn 3.
Especially if you use the coin here and you never get to play Twilight Guardian on 4. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky for Kibler. He's going to have the eyes wide open, popped out.
He was like, beat this.
Yeah.
3/4 Dark Cultist.
Thijs is like, yo, do you think I mind?
Now Thijs has a really hard turn.
Yeah. Do
Do I pass or play Dr. Boom?
I get Shadow Word Deathed? And lose the game?
To be fair, Shadow Word Death would be pretty disastrous.
Yeah, it would be like you lose the game straight up, I think, most of the time.
I think the Dragon Priest commonly runs 1. I think some of them run 2.
Yeah, Light Bomb comes in much later, and that's the most likely way you're going to lose the boom.
So, I think Light Bomb is actually very rare in Dragon Priest these days.
It's in 1 or 2 copies pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Alright, Powered Shield, does that do anything at all?
It draws you a card, but you can't play Shadow Word Death.
It makes it so the Boombot doesn't kill your Dark Cultist, which is what was probably going to do.
Yeah. So I guess you could play a Shrinkmeister to try to hit Dr. Boom for 3, and eventually wear him down.
You can also just hit a Boombot now and heal whatever repercussions.
Yeah.
I mean, those both options.
They're pretty fun. Yeah, they're both pretty like.
They're both bad because the problem with losing Dark Cultists on board without minions is that you don't actually have any benefits for the buffs.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the Boombots showed mercy.
Yeah, that was a pretty good outcome. They might not in the future, depending on what he does here. I mean, healing him and healing himself. Is he gonna heal himself?
Yeah, I think there's no point in healing the Dark Cultist. It's going to die to the Dr. Boom.
Yeah. The question is, do you expect him to trade into it or just push face? Like 7 damage is a lot.
Well,
Wrath Hero Power works.
I think the Boombot just has value because you have the Savage Roar. So I kind of like the Dr. Boom hit, even though you lose 7 damage. I think if you just control the Priest, like if the Priest is just always losing, it's back to that problem. Like, if you just never stabilize, nothing's going to work. Especially in a minion-based deck.
There's a chance he can cycle the Wrath here if he gets like a good Boombot.
Yeah, as long as
he's
it hits
3
for
or
2.
Is it 2?
Because he has hero power?
Yeah. He can hero power too, if you want.
Ooh.
Or he can get nothing and just have to Wrath for 3.
Yeah, no, he has to. He's got the Azure Drake at least.
Kibler can play the Twilight Guardian and sacrifice it. That's going to put Dr. Boom on full health. Which then Blackman Corruptor doesn't even deal with it, unfortunately. That's a little awkward.
Dragonkin Sorcerer does the same exact thing, except...
you don't lose a good minion.
Well, you might even buff it with something else because of the effect of Dragon.
Wouldn't you want to save that for next turn? Because next turn you have Power Word Shield with it.
Wouldn't you want to not die?
But it doesn't deal with the board.
The thing is that Dr. Boom won't be the only thing on the board either, right?
Sure, but are you really killing a 5-drop with 3 damage?
Yeah, because they're playing Hemet.
Oh no.
The only thing you're gonna maybe kill is the Shredder.
No. Oh god. The Unstable Portal Hemet Nightmare.
I mean, all the druids these days, of course you're playing Hemet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta kill off all those beast rogues.
Yep.
They're pretty good, actually. Jungle Panther. Can like re-stealth through Master of Disguise.
Alright, well here we go. Azure Drake. We need some big stuff. That is pretty nice big stuff, by
That's
the way.
good for so much damage. He might not even necessarily need it though. He could just attack next turn and then Savage Roar and then win. Like there's a getting to that point where like Force of Nature just might be raw damage, and Killer might just be blown out.
Yeah, I mean he's 3 off lethal, right? If he plays Savage Roar. I mean he might as well Force of Nature now instead.
2, right?
Because it's gonna deal.
Well, you lose the
damage.
value of Savage Roar because it trades into Dr. Boom.
Shade,
Yeah, I think you Savage Roar now, and then
play Shade.
You play Shade, and then you just try to Force of Nature kill the next.
Well, the thing is, yeah, there's nothing this Dragonkin Sorcerer can do really to bother you too much. But the thing is, can it deny lethal? Like, if there's another taunt that comes down. I don't know.
Yeah, it would have to be the new Worm Rest Agent, I think it's called.
Yeah, the 2/4 for 2 mana.
Yeah, that would absorb 2 of the treants.
Yeah, even if he has Light Bomb, he doesn't survive. Because remember, he still has to clear that board. He still has to deal with the board.
Yeah,
even
there's no way. There's no way. There's no way that he does. Yeah, I think he just Savage Roar face and play the Shade.
I mean, he's going to be dealing 18 damage if he Hero Powers here instead of the Shade, which means Force of Nature you only need to get through.
Traded, wow.
Yeah.
That's respect.
A lot of respect.
He's afraid of, like, Balin's Chosen, maybe?
But even then, he gets 1 kill. It would have to be like, yeah, this would have been a problem with Balin's Chosen. Yeah, this would have been a really big issue with, like, a single trade on Dr. Boom. And then maybe Lethal's out of reach.
I think you want to play at least 1 Twilight Whelp.
He's 1 off Lethal, right?
Well, if you're going to pull it, yeah. Problem is you can't play the second one because it stops the activation of...
You might be that desperate, right?
To like hope you get lucky off of a dragon.
Oh, he's got lethal now. Never mind.
Yeah, he has lethal.
The Living Ruts.
Well, it turns out double innervate Dr. Boom on turn 3 is pretty strong.
Yep, as it turns out, it can survive the whole game.
Died.
Yeah.
Like this would be the turn he plays Dr. Boom if he didn't have innervate.
Right. I mean, he might have had Shredders, right? So the game.
Now we've come full circle. That Dr. Boom came out on turn 3 and hit 4 times, right?
Yeah.
So that's 28 damage.
Yeah.
Actually 30 because of the Savage Roar. So
I think I might have hit 3 times.
Yeah.
Might have hit 3 times instead of 4, because 4 would probably be like way over lethal. But
Dr. Boom took tiny little Tice, put him in his backpack, and carried him to a game 4 victory. So that's a
they really needed
Shaman and Mage.
Yeah, now they only need 2 more points.
And Tice is done for the day.
Tice is done. We're probably gonna see this Mage from Life Coach. I'm still up in the air about it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see the Shaman. I want to see the Mage. I think those 2 decks are still a little bit up in the air as far as exactly what they are. Well, the notebook is at it again.
I mean, right now they're just thinking, like, what's the best possibility of the Shaman versus the Mage? And they're looking at their lineup.
Would Kibler go out again? Looks pretty okay.
Yeah, now that, like, you know, the Priest lost here, it almost doesn't really matter what they send out. They have equal amount of, like, good and bad matchups, I think.
Yeah, they could throw out Priest. If Kibler gets benched, then they have all the other options still, so it doesn't matter. I think he's got a pretty okay matchup there. And he denies the bench rule.
Yeah, I agree.
It kind of works.
Priest is just always fine from this point.
Yeah.
I can't do too much around it.
I think if you lose again with Priest, it kind of doesn't matter because you're at that stage of, like, we have to win with every deck anyways.
Yeah.
So you're not really afraid of the bench rule. Unless, Kibler wants to protect his Master of Duels win record.
Does that still continue on?
No, it doesn't. But, you know, sometimes it's more than just the prize money.
It's the pride, right? The pride money.
The glory.
Pride.
Get that little bit of bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Those are the standings there. We are going to see something interesting coming from Nihilum here. Both Mage and Shaman have a lot of creative potential.
Yeah, what I want to see is like a really good tweak on Shaman. They've got a lot of new tools, but unfortunately, most people would agree that because Paladin is kind of a natural counter to it, it's a little difficult to make work with the whole mid-range approach. Maybe RD figured it out.
Yeah, I think you're right about the Ancestral Teachings card.
Knowledge?
Or
Yeah.
knowledge, excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you. For being able to coach me before Jeoparino. The ancestral knowledge, being able to draw effectively into the burn.
Yeah.
That would probably be my guess. If not, then it might be the European Shaman that we've been seeing circulate a little bit. But that deck it just feels like very average. It's like you might as well, it's like the same as like mid-range Paladin. It's like it's good but not great.
But it still kind of
Is it
works. in this
totem-based,
tournament.
It kind of works.
Totem-based one, or another one completely with like Mukla's Champion?
Oh no, the mid-range one has like one Thunderbluff Valiant.
Yeah, in Asia there's like that crazy...
That sounds like an Asia thing. Like
Yeah,
like
totally,
Bloodlust
totally,
stuff
yeah.
too. But like the regular mid-range Shaman just has like normal stuff like an Alec here and then like Zombie Chow early on. But you have like some interesting cards like Thunderbluff Valiant in the middle there.
Okay.
I just really like that card, by the way.
Yeah.
Thunderbluff Valiant.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's really
just
cool.
You don't have to go full on gimmick to make it work. You can just like sprinkle it in, it'll work sometimes.
Yeah. And there's a couple of TGT cards, like, and then sometimes they like cut back one Feral Spirits because it just feels like ineffective against all the 3/4s nowadays. And
Yeah.
so
makes sense.
it just feels like mid-range Shaman. Unfortunately, despite the best efforts for Totem mid-range Shaman to be a thing, I think people maybe went too all in on it, and they realized that just like a couple of tools are still pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of like going all in on Silverhand recruits, right? Like it's gonna work.
Yeah, like no one puts Warhorse Trainer in their deck.
Yeah,
so,
like
oh yeah, I'm gonna do that plus Silverhand. Like
I like
plus,
that card too. It's pretty good, I
yeah,
think.
it's
but...
great. It's
Guys are
sick
cool.
in certain formats, but
Yeah.
currently constructed, I don't think it's that good.
All right, well, there's going to be a Priest from Kibler. That does seem to be like a very nice choice, and Shaman from RDU.
Yeah, I can't even be mad
Now,
about the loss, really. Like,
What
after it
could
happened.
happen
Yes.
is that they could play Keep Away with Shaman and then squeeze in like another matchup that Shaman would be really good at and the Mage would be worse at.
Okay,
like
so
Page
they just end up
Warrior.
isolating something else.
Right,
with a
so they
Shaman.
can get away with it.
Okay.
Druid's unfortunately bad against both, so they're in a really awkward spot. Now, of course, Life Coach could be throwing us all in a whack. He could be playing like Neville's Giants Mage for
Oh my god, I hope so. With a Frost Giant.
It would be really cool.
That'd
I still
be really
haven't,
nice.
haven't seen that one play out yet, but I've heard great
You've heard
things.
of it. There was
Yeah.
like this one game
Against
that-
Reynad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reynad played against Rage, and it was like so long. It was like a 45-minute game, but it was
Okay.
crazy. Fatigue versus fatigue, and like pinging their face, and then realizing they don't ping each other's face type thing. And then the reason why he was pinging his face so aggressive because he had Frost Giants, and he Frost Giant Echo Medivh into more stuff, and to duplicate that into more Giants.
More stuff, yeah.
I want it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like one of the coolest decks to watch. Unfortunately, it's got like a weird win rate.
By weird, probably mean
No, it's like
not
it's
high.
50-ish. Like it's
Okay.
50-ish, but like it depends on who plays it. But even Neville's himself, who loves the deck and is probably obsessed with it, kind of agrees that the deck is not the best one.
All right, still a lot of excitement to see what Shaman it's going to be.
Oh,
The Mech Shaman,
It's
right?
probably Mech Shaman, yeah.
Lava
it looks like Mech
Burst
Shaman.
Reno. Yep, there it is.
yep, looks like mech. Typical
Now, the flip side is he could have no new cards. It could just be all
the old stuff. Oh, Kibler with
I think the
crazy.
Clockwork Knight is still just pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like, it still just kind of
better than
works
Fel
with the
Reaver.
theme.
It's better than Fel Reaver if you want to go for a more safer approach.
Tuskar Totemic.
Yeah, that was from TGT. He played
Oh.
he played that in the last week of ATLC as well. I
So
think.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it might be the same deck.
This is like the nuts for the priest, though.
Yeah.
You're not breaking this.
Oh my goodness,
Well,
that's insane.
he didn't have a dragon, and now he does. So that's really bad. Because now before he could have power maced that down. And this is where it goes downhill.
It's like
This is
with,
RDU's
with
face.
the shaman, it's bad if you can't get much of an aggressive start. But he literally got no aggressive start.
Yeah, like a mech
Like
warrior
on
would've
aggression, it's at a 0.
He had a weapon. Like power mace is something that you don't mind starting off with.
I actually think you crackled the 2/4.
Yeah, there's a 75% chance to kill. That's pretty good odds.
I mean, yeah, you could also just if you the problem with power mace is you give him a card draw, and then Velen's Chosen would just punish you for not killing it.
Yeah, the
but you could
crackle
also
might
get a
be-
crazy shred on the following turn by just I mean, a crazy Noyatron if you do that.
So
With the
sad
power
this
mace.
game's already at 75%.
Yeah.
Oh,
If this is 3, it's
25% chance to lose.
Oh, he gets it.
All right.
That was nuts. All right. Well,
Still a crazy follow-up for Kibler.
it's okay though, because
Yeah.
now the Northshire Cleric won't like run away with the game because Priest.
Yeah, Power
benefits
Mace
so
takes
much.
care of it, and then he's got some mech
Mech
action right
Warper.
after that.
Looking
Yeah.
very good actually for RDU if you can stabilize this.
Mech Warper becomes a Yeti.
Yeah, sounds a little difficult to remove.
Okay. Well, I think it's possible he'll just play the Piloted Shredder. He gets the
Yeah.
most value out of the Annoyatron, but
Yeah, but
That's not gonna
it
work
does
in this
suggest,
case.
I guess. Wow. Okay.
Second Dark Cultist is the dream, so that way you can.
Doesn't matter
force
what they do,
A buff
yeah.
to happen.
okay.
Do you just play all the mechs? You just like Mech Warper, pop the Power Mace somewhere,
I
and
think
Noyatron.
if you
Whirling?
do that, you do Mech Warper, Whirling Zapmatic, then attack phase, then play the Annoyatron. Because even if the Annoyatron gets buffed, it's not really going to do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
It does
I thought you wanted
protect
that-
your Zapomatic though.
No, guys.
Oh, it would die to pain in this case.
Oh, you're right,
It,
'cause
like
Well,
Nova would also kill it.
assuming
Well,
Nova
it
would
protects
also
it
kill
anyway unless
Yeah.
there's more damage.
right.
Because it's 2 hits from 2 creatures.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if you play Annoyatron and then the buff goes on the Annoyatron, it at least defends it so that way it doesn't die to the Dark Cultist.
Nova would kill it. Would kill like the Zabomatic and the Annoyatron.
That's
So maybe
true.
that's even scarier. I mean,
Shadow of Pain is the ultimate killer though.
Yeah. Of course.
So then, what's the actual best play? Knowing
I kind of
knowing
like
both
Powder
games?
Shredder, but it feels weak just because it's so wonky. Maybe Mech Warper on its own, followed by the 2 other mechs, and you buff the Mech Warper to make it a 4/5. Maybe that's enough.
Whoa, that's passive. Oh, he goes for the attack. I thought he skipped the attack.
Yeah, because it trades directly into the Dark Cultist, so you'd want to at least get the buff on there.
Yeah. Oh man, what if you don't? The thing is, you're always wary of the Earth Shock, so you can't put all your eggs in one basket even against a Shaman. So if you play, say, Dragonkin Sorcerer and you hope to get a crazy buff on it, it might actually not do much.
I mean, you can still trade into this Pilot Shredder, and the second Dark Cultist will survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can heal
You
to
can
draw a
probably
card.
pain if you want to fully control
Yeah,
the
you
board.
can draw a card in Pain. And I think that might not be bad.
Yeah,
I
I think
think-
it's probably the best.
I think Kibler might not be playing like the cards that Kalenta was with like Cabals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was playing a Shrink, but maybe he just plays one
Right.
Pain. Yeah.
It would be really weird if you played Shadow Word Pain, Cabal, and Shadow Word Pain.
Oh,
Shrink Master.
that has to be Shadowward Pain.
There's no way Kibler ever lets that live. Or do you just like, can you please not kill this?
Yeah, it was like a potentially lucky moment. But
Yeah, could have been crazy. Oh.
And a death.
Could have been useful last turn.
So now it's again awkward because the Northshire Cleric presents like healing possibilities to draw cards.
Yeah, I mean, Lava Bursting, it doesn't sound like something you ever want to do.
It's almost unavoidable too because no matter what you put out, health-wise, the Northshire Cleric can get buffed from the Dark Cultist.
You just Tuskar Totemic and play nothing, and then you just ram the board with 4 mechs next turn.
You just play all the mechs next turn and hope he doesn't have like
Try
a
to get like
crazy
a
no
tempo
turn.
push.
Yeah.
How much? So you can play it off for 6 mana.
Yeah, you can play all over 6 mana, but not 5 right now.
That sounds like the better play. If you pick up a Manatide, it's also not too bad. Healing's terrible, though.
No, it's definitely not the one you wanted.
Yeah, double healing is happening. Just look. Oh no.
You can't get a healing after it. You would have to hero power first,
Yeah,
then play
and
the
then
Tuskar.
play the Tuskar. You're right. Oh, that's
Okay,
rough.
well, RDU's future play just got countered by that draw.
Unless Kibler plays greedy and ends up using the Nova now, but I doubt it. Kibler
he
is way
doesn't-
too solid a player to have to go all in on this.
He doesn't need to play the
Yeah.
Nova now. Not to mention it's off curve.
Yeah, Dragon King is so much better.
I think he can evaluate if he wants to actually buff stuff or keep his Dark Cultist alive, and I think keeping the Cultist alive is better.
Yeah, you just want a creature quantity at all times against Shaman. Even if you have Holy Nova might just not clear everything you want.
So you would heal first the Dark Cultist and then draw. Okay. Well,
Unless
this
he
is
wants to
fine, too.
trade it away. There's
It's
always
the
that
same
chance,
thing, I
right?
guess.
Oh my
Oh!
goodness, that punish next
So
turn.
he's greedy.
Yeah, going for the greedy clear, but it might actually work out depending on how the follow-ups.
Yeah, I guess his AoE and retaliation is his minions on board.
Yeah, exactly. You can use them as removal, which might work out. The Anora Tron's gonna be a bit pesky, but he's got the.
I think he also wants to play around Lightning Storm by doing this.
Yeah, it has been seen in some Mech Shaman lists.
It isn't. It's not entirely unreasonable because some Mech Shamans have like had backup contingency plans.
Yeah.
Similar to how like Mech Mages play Flame Strike, and I'm like, why? And
yeah,
it's just because they realize they need that sometimes because the game's gotten too board centric.
Yeah, it's always whenever like you overextend because you think it makes sense, then you lose.
Well, he can kill everything besides the 3/4, and that's just probably gonna be way good enough.
Yeah.
I don't see how RDU can ever win this game.
Yeah, the nuts draw from Killer. I mean, it kind of compensates for what Thais did to him last game. It's got to come back, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem is that RDU's like he just didn't do damage. Like he's had 29 health.
Yeah. Well, the start from Killer was crazy.
0.
Yeah. And he can afford to heal his minions. That's how embarrassingly one-sided it's been so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And there goes the Black and Corruptor with the value. The Holy Nova led to that, so yeah, Holy Nova
was a good play.
Fine,
yeah, it turned out perfectly fine.
I think it was so far ahead, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Unless RDU picks up like Doom Hammers. No, he needed like Doom Hammer to be now and then drop it.
Yeah, he didn't drop it.
He just doesn't have enough time.
I mean, what do you kill here? Like you'd be able to. It doesn't really matter what you kill. You can't play the long game because you're losing that. You can't go phase because you're losing that.
You have to get Doomhammer, you have to top deck like Crackle and get spell damage to it.
Yeah, and you need to not be dead by that time.
Yeah, I think he's just going to concede, so that's going to wrap up Game 7.
Yeah, Kibler wins with the Priest, so Shaman will have to go up against one of the 3 decks left for Value Town. It's not really that problematic, I guess, but the Mech Shaman now has its hand face up. Everybody knows what it is. It's not nothing unexpected.
Yeah, it's pretty typical stuff. Maybe it might have a little bit of flavor. I mean, I think the Tuskar Totemic is kind of a weird thing, and that might work out. Really good stuff. So, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll surprise a few with a few other tech cards we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
But, still a lot of play left.
Yeah, I'm just curious to know, though, that for the Tempo Mage from Life Coach, we've seen him play that. He loved the deck when GVG came out. He played a bit of Tempo Mage. And he kept playing, like, of Mech Mage, that is, and he switched to Tempo Mech, like kind of a hybrid. I wonder if he updated it with anything from TGT, if anything was worth changing. Because the deck was pretty consistent during ATLC. Like, is there a reason
It's true.
to change
It's just, like, so many variants of it. Like there's just like the spell tempo deck, but I actually really liked the double Fel Reaver tempo Mech Mage. Yeah, just kind of all in most times, but the all in just worked almost every single time.
Yeah, they've got burn actually. They can get you down. Whereas I like how it was initially like a shaman innovation where they basically had no no draw, so they were just like, okay, let's go all in and punch face and top deck lava burst. And Mage was like, yeah, I can do that too. It'll work out.
Turns out it does pretty well.
Yeah, 8 damage to face. I mean, that's pretty standard nowadays.
All right, well, RDU did lose that, so he's threatened to get benched with as inconsistent as the Shaman is.
Dog with a full lineup.
Why not?
Though.
Why not just play the Mage, right?
Sure, why not?
Is Patron isolated there because of Mech Shaman and Tempo Mage?
Well, not necessarily. I think the Paladin is still okay, even good against both. I think Mech Shaman's still too board dependent, and Paladin's too effective at taking apart.
Yeah,
it still has no answer to muster for battle, and Mage needs a very specific set of cards in order to take it out. Like I don't know if Life Coach is playing the arcane missiles list, for example.
Yeah, with like the full on 1 damage pings.
I also think the Secret Paladin has a lot of consistency issues. Like you can just draw all the dumb secrets at the start.
Yeah, it happens once in a while.
True.
So it's certainly. I don't think there are any more like very one-sided matches left.
I think Druid Shaman might be kind of a difficult one for the Druid if the Shaman kind of comes out well.
Yeah,
I don't know though.
Rough.
Like where the Shaman list, the problem was it was very refined with the mechs and the direct damage. So like Tuskar Totemic is in. So like is Fel Reaver out?
I think they play the Fireguard Destroyer now, from what I recall. I'm not sure what are.
But something aggressive has to go out for like some of these cards. So if it's not that aggressive, it gives the Druid like a very big swing in matchup. It's still not favored, but I don't think it's as one-sided as it once was.
Okay, well, I like Paladin choice here, coming out from Valley Town. And this will be okay because they're going to try to shut down the Shaman and then make sure they can get away with Druid and Warrior. Druid definitely has a better chance against.
Oh
Mech
my.
Mage.
Shielded Minibot, Muster, Mysterious Challenger.
Yeah, there was a fire
And
destroyer.
a smile for Trump. Holy cow.
2 smiles. That's value. 2 smiles on 1 Mech Mage.
Well,
I mean, you can justify keeping Mysterious Challenger, but would you ever justify throwing it away because it's too slow? You want to have earlier game.
I've seen many people keep it.
I guess maybe because he has early game, so you'd never want to throw away Mysterious Challenger because you already have the mini bot and the monster. What else are you looking for?
I mean, the only thing you'd look for is just a lot, like just super early game opener with Divine Favor, but Divine Favor is just not going to work against this.
Shield mini bot is so problematic. It just kills everything.
Yeah. I think now with the Juggler, you can even point out the mini bot just to be super annoying.
The only thing it doesn't kill is the Mech
Warper, yeah. That's a bit of a risk, sure.
Yeah, I think Juggler is better just because you can also pop the shield from the Neutron with the shield mini-bob juggle, and maybe you can kill that as well if it ends up coming down.
Agreed. Fire Guard Destroyer.
Wow, what a clunky position for RDU. Like, he has to sacrifice the Zapomatic.
It's so silly because it's like, Mech Shaman is so dependent on like, okay, please don't play a minion.
Right, play nothing,
and
turn
it's
1
like,
and 2.
alright, I win. And it's like, oh, they played a minion.
Yeah, they put a Leopardome, rip, yeah. It's pretty sad.
And I think you just still play the Whirling Zapomatic.
Could you just
You
totem
could
and
just
play
play a
Power
totem
Mace?
and hope the Paladin doesn't kill it.
That's true, you can do that. But I think the Knife Juggler represents too much of a threat, you have to kill it. Now, here's the funny thing, too. Because he did this, the Shielded Mini-Bot is going to come out, and then the Power Mace is going to actually kill it.
Yeah, but
so
you can always use the 2 charges on it and top like a Shredder and be pretty happy.
So you go face.
Or do you?
With the Power Mace, right? Power face.
You have to win eventually. So.
Yeah, I guess so. You can start the race right now.
Get 2 Lava Bursts.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
you
already
got 10
half
damage.
dead.
Yeah.
He's got to find the other 15 damage.
Alright. Well, Monster's coming down. Again, very super annoying card.
So, you're never going to get board back again.
It's over, yeah.
You're going to hope Fire Guard Destroyer gets in some damage, and you just roll as high as possible. 7, baby. Here we go. 7. Not 4.
Not 5.
Not even 6. We're going for 7.
It's 4.
No, it's a 7.
It's 4.
7, baby!
Okay.
Oh, Frodo was right.
I'm excited. These are high production sound
So
effects.
the
there.
production crew was like, guys, please, whatever you do not, like, rattle the
do not
desk
drum
at all.
roll.
Like, do not do it. We're like, alright, well, we're definitely going to try to sneak it in 1 or 2 times.
Yeah. But that 7 damage does actually put RDU on the board a little bit.
Yeah. It forces Trump to respond with a trade.
I think he's just going to True Silver. I mean, he has to attack in anyway.
Right.
So the True Silver, he loses nothing on the board. He only takes 5.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
I think 5 damage is pretty relevant if RDU can just start racing.
Yeah.
But you cannot consecrate here. Like, not against this deck.
No.
So,
there's way too many flood opportunities with
Right.
Mage.
I mean,
so I mean,
how does
it's
Shaman
just your
deal?
only option.
How does Mech Shaman even deal with Secret Pally? Like when they get the Mysterious Challenger out?
Oh, you just kill him before that.
Or,
Right.
it's like they play Mysterious Challenger and then you just kill him.
That sounds super reliable. Alright.
Okay.
Might work out. Let's see if he picks up another mech.
Nice.
Wow, that's a great
Shredder.
mech,
That's a really
actually.
good
That's a
mech.
crazy one.
That face. And then do 4 more damage to his opponent.
But
And
it's
he
6
will-
Face? No. You have to kill the 2/2. Yeah. Because you want your creature to be out of range.
of the
Oh,
board.
you're right, because there's 5 health on it only.
So you want to force the True Silver to hit.
Oh, but I want to hit the face.
Maybe play some games later on just to make sure you don't point anything at any creatures. Get that satisfied.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes,
Frodo
RDU.
making the call. He's like 7-6.
Hit the face.
Go face. Yeah, that's right. Looks like the correct play.
I love it. Now
It's always the correct play.
Now he's so close. He has 2 lava bursts.
Yeah. And a lot of overload.
Well, I mean, he has no overload next turn.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, if a minion sticks onto the board like a Gilbillion Stalker, then you just put the Flame Tongue Totem hit, and then it's like lethal the following turn.
There are no Gilbin Stalkers in this deck.
Patient Assassin.
The Pilot Shredder.
Yeah, Patient Assassin.
The Piloted Shredder.
Calling
That's
it.
true.
Or even the Patient Assassin.
Even Doomsayer would be
let's not
good.
get greedy.
Because you could get...
Greed.
What?
Greed Boys.
Does he have lethal next
Also,
turn?
Trump didn't put a Shredder in the middle. Meanwhile, RDU did put a Shredder in the middle. You tell me who's the better technical player.
Yeah, I think RDU has it by a long shot.
As what?
He's actually he's too off lethal anyway. Trump is too off lethal. Is he trying to represent lethal so that RDU makes trades?
4, 7.
No, he's like too.
No, RDU can't afford a trade. His hand does not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no way.
Trump is too off lethal. You're right.
I don't know if he miscalculated or if he really wants to force RDU in a weird spot.
He's like basically like saying, "I have."
Oh, I think the reasoning is next turn I get protected by Noble Sack.
Look at RDU. He's like, "What? Why did you do that?"
Do you have second True Silver?
And Trump is wow. He doesn't even need Mysterious Challenger.
But here's the thing. I don't know if Trump's aware, but like this deck doesn't actually run two True Silvers very frequently.
No, I think he's got a Cog Hammer. I don't think he plays 2. Yeah, right. But maybe like the Cog Hammer would also give lethal. But like next turn, that's the problem. Like he's a little bit of mana off lethal.
I think if RDU is really like tuned into what people are playing in Secret Pally, he'll go face and be pretty happy about it.
RDU goes all in with Shaman pretty frequently. The Mech Shaman
I
at
think you
least.
have to just Flame Tongue Totem and then Spire Tang.
And just push it.
Whoa!
Looking for that Stone Claw.
Oh, he gets the Stone Claw Totem. But then the Consecration is still alive.
Yeah, he just voids it.
Yeah. Trump's still without the lethal, but at least he's got this Challenger, right? That's gonna work for him.
I don't know. I really like the Flame Tongue
The
play.
thing is, you have
because
to Consec, right?
the thing is, like, you have 2 Lava Bursts and Flame Tongue, and you can't play all of those next turn anyway. And this game is not going 2 more turns. Someone is winning in the next turn. Yeah.
Consecration, though, is like... Because Trump is playing Consecration, he can't also let RDU attacks. He's gonna have to make a lot of trades, which gives RDU a bit more time,
Yeah,
right?
but he's got like a good board for trading.
Yeah. A lot of 1/1s to throw away, basically. Whoa.
Mysterious Challenger.
So he's just gonna play with the Noble Sack in mind.
I think he will make it so that Noble Sacrifice will
Well, how do you do that? Wait, you have
You
to
have
like
to kill
trade-
off a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to kill off the spider.
You can kill off every creature except the 6/5.
Yeah. All right. So.
And then you still have lethal next turn.
Yeah.
So RDU needs lightning. No.
No, he needs to kill off a Shredder and get a Doomsayer.
And then Redemption
No,
hits on a 1/1.
Doomsayer doesn't activate until his turn.
No, you
Oh, kills his opponent's
It's a
Shredder.
stall.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. Kill your opponent's Shredder. My bad. I thought you meant kill his own Shredder.
Trump's line of play worked out pretty well when you consider the fact that he was planning to do this. I mean, it gives him a lot of trading. The 2 extra damage from Flame Tongue, would it have mattered ever?
It would matter.
Yes.
It would matter
Yeah,
if you
you
drew
could
lightning
t-
bolt.
If he drew Lightning Bolt, he would have won. You're right. Yeah.
He has Lightning Bolt, we saw it.
Yeah, we saw it earlier in his like opening hand. I think he just mulliganed it away.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a chance he top decked it.
But I just feel with this line of play, he had 0% chance to win this game.
Yeah.
Well, he still has like. Can you do No, you can't. There's too many secrets on the field, so it's like everything.
You know it's everything.
I wonder if he can survive at all, and I don't think he can because it's like if you roll Spell Power Totem and then Lava Bursts, there's still too much damage because of Redemption.
Trump is
All
amused.
this
L
stuff.
secrets triggering at the end of the turn.
Okay, Doomsayer.
I don't know.
It's like too slow to see.
I see nothing.
It looks like he's just gonna play just because of the lack of time. Because secrets take forever.
Yeah, Trump's going full metronome on us. Did you see that? Wow, what has gone on? What transpired in this game?
I mean, that was a good totem to roll.
Yeah, the best one probably.
Nope.
Ship's Cannon.
Repentance. Trump still has lethal, way over lethal.
Yeah, he's got
For
competitive
sure.
spirit, so
Yep.
we know that's an thing.
He exhausted all 5 of his secrets, I think.
Yeah, and the Mech Shaman from RDU not working out. That's 2 games.
How crazy would it be if like secrets took so long and if RDU had like animations that it skipped Trump's turn?
That's pretty far off from happening.
Oh man, one day though, like in
I don't know.
Brentbro wants to release cards for hundreds of years. He said, "Give it 100 years,
we'll
and
see.
this year's challenger
We'll
with
see.
20 secrets."
RDU, your spot is
Oh.
requested on the bench.
Amaz is being pretty roleplay-ish, right?
You know, as a former rival of RDU back in the day, Maz and RDU used to play each other all the time. So maybe it gives him great pleasure to bench RDU.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, a little bit of a
We'll
good-
just say that. We'll go with that narrative.
Sure, that sounds good.
Well,
Bring
the good
rivalry
news is
champions.
now we will finally have to find out what is in Life Coach's Mage Day.
That's right. And it's tied 4-4. So Value Town, they were down pretty significantly, and they've climbed back very well. So it's down to Dog
Warrior.
versus Life Coach.
Yeah, and my question again is the same: is Tempo Mage just hard countering the 2 decks from dogs? From Dog or not?
Well, I think it's just gonna be Patron Warrior. So
Well, you can't counter both decks. That's the thing. You still have to win with everything.
Yeah.
So even
like,
if it counters both decks, can RDU win with Shaman?
Against Patron, it might be possible.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty close. I think it's pretty close.
But now with the double shield block, it's making things a little bit more awkward where there's a lot of armor gain. But it's still
I don't think the shield block really matters much. I think it's all about like the fact there's 2 Fiery War Axes in the deck these days, and that makes it so you just stop the damage before it happens.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, if you shield block, it's like, okay, so I'll shield block and then take 18. Yeah, it's okay, okay.
No, it's the shield slam that adds actually like a little bit of removal
understandably, Understandably, it might help a little bit more with the shield slam. All right, well, we'll have to see. We'll have to get there first.
Yeah, that's right. The winner of this, because I know some people are tuning in, they're not really sure of the format. The winner of this goes to tomorrow with a 1-0 score, and they play in the winner's match for spot directly into the grand finals. And
Against
then,
Cloud9.
Yeah, if they lose, then they have to try one more time to get a spot in the semifinal, guaranteed. Otherwise, they lose twice from that point on. Well, it kind of sucks. They have to play a 3rd and 4th place match.
Yeah. Then again, we kind of figured out that the first and last spots were kind of the best ones to operate from, I guess.
First, probably a little better.
Yeah, first, obviously. Yeah.
First is a lot better by at least $20,000 per player.
Yeah. Well, in terms of the seeding, like 4th place, you only have to win 3 total. 1st place, you only have to win 3 total.
3 total, yeah.
But if you're 0-2, I don't know.
I don't know if you're winning 3 in a row.
But
that's quite a story.
Yeah, that would be.
If you get it done.
Story indeed. Life Coach versus Dog. It's Mage versus Druid. I think Dog's already accepted his fate. He has to play the Druid versus that Tempo Mage. Now,
here's the funny thing. If that's actually Freeze Mage,
our minds are blown. If that's
Life Coach is probably not winning because both Patron Warrior and Druid do quite well against it.
Malygos makes things a little more bearable sometimes, but against Patron, you're usually just blown out.
It has a pretty decent chance against Patron. Patron doesn't have as much life gain.
They do now, though.
Because of shield blocks?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, Zalay played the a no armor smith version, I think, for a little bit with like Cruel Taskmasters, like double Cruel Task.
But it's not 0%.
No, not at all. Yeah, far from
like
it.
No
actually.
matchup that are 0%.
Freeze Mage versus Control Warrior is like
it's actually
2%.
better.
Has it changed?
Yeah.
Okay, Emperor changed it.
Maybe like 5% now, 5 to 10%.
Yeah, you play like an Archmage, and then the warrior somehow doesn't have removal.
Yeah, ever.
And then you create a lot of fireballs, then play Thorson later.
And then you get them all for 3 mana each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds super consistent. But, I mean, it's the only way to win, so you take it when you see it.
All right, well, that does look like a Mech Mage variety, but there is like this new Mech Mage that's like very... It's just basically Tempo Mage with mechs.
Right, the whole same array of spells Flamewaker play.
Right. So it could be that. The Annoyatron, I think, is one of those somewhat optional mechs, so it does lead me to believe it is just the traditional Mech Mage. But the traditional Mech Mage these days, they have like the Fell Reavers and stuff, which really does destroy Druid pretty well.
Yeah, Dog's got a pretty sweet hand though. The Wild Growth, the Rat, the Swipe. He needed removal to handle the early mech onslaught, and he's gonna be able to cure with their Shredder pretty nicely. Yeah,
I'm gonna think that Snow Trigger is gonna be a really valuable MVP for the rest of the series if Life Coach, assuming he doesn't win here, because you can keep that Patron frozen for a while, and the Mech Mage still does have a lot of benefit of early game tempo because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the argument for not calling Wild Growthing here is I assume I won't need my Wrath on turn 2, but you don't expect Life Coach to play free, so you probably will need your Wrath on turn 2. So I think playing Wild Growth first is the only way you're not going to waste it.
Oh, there's Antonidas. I actually think the Tempo Mech Mage does drop Antonidas.
Really, with spare parts and all? I mean, they run them for
Flame Waker. So I think Antonidas actually tells us it is just Mech Mage. I don't think we can expect to see too many surprises anymore.
Yeah, the Tempo Mech Mage has like weird stuff like effigy sometimes too. It's like it's very peculiar with how it actually functions, and there's so many weird individual tech cards that you can't ever account for. All right, so this will provoke the wrath
of Dog. That was pretty close.
Yep. Right, Life Coach hasn't really managed to get much on the board, but that's generally the case when you don't have a Mech Warper.
Yep, Spider Tank pretty straightforward here.
Yeah, Blast Mage could be very important. Like if it hits.
Ooh, Innervate.
With 3 hits to the Shredder, that could just decide the game right then and there. Assuming Life Coach goes for it. I mean, I don't see. Would you play Snow Chugger instead? Ever? I don't think so. Yeah,
This is a very risky Blast Mage.
you can always trade away the Spider Tank if things go wrong, right? It's a little bad value. but-
Yeah.
What's your play? Is Snow Chugger ping and go face and let him trade?
I think you just have to curve out. So I think next turn you still need a 5. You're not going to play the Blast Mage too much. So
Yeah.
I think Blast Mage kind of sucks here, but it's kind of made up by the fact that next turn you'll have a better play with Snow Chugger Spider Tank.
You could probably Fireball as well. I mean, it's a lot of overkill, and Druid of the Claw would be even harder to handle, but you could at least kill what's inside the Shredder most of the time. And then maybe get a 5 with Spider Tank Snow Chugger. Oh my god!
And it's bad.
Wow.
Swipe does not clear. It needed 3 attack for a swipe clear.
Yikes.
Well, that's pretty much what we were talking about. Keeper of the Grove can salvage the Spider Tank, right? You can always finish it off.
Luger's thinking of going face right now, by the way.
Yeah, because he's thinking, well, I don't have to worry about swipe. Do I have the opportunity to go face here and be aggressive?
Would Savage Roar be an issue again? That's another question. Well,
How about Drake into second innervate? And
oh
you can
man,
innervate twice.
that
and
would be
swipe.
That would be game ending.
That'd be really cool.
yeah. I'd like that.
I think just the Drake by itself is really bad, though, so I don't
It
like
is.
that.
It's high risk.
If anything, I like the
I think
just
you
the
could
piloted Shredder.
Yeah, I'd probably like the thing is with a Shredder, you might be contesting that Blast Mage with whatever comes out of it. Like if it's a 3 attack minion, it might ping it and then you can finish it off with swipe later. But there's that.
I guess so. I don't really like Keeper of the Grove at all either, because it's just so weak against the Blast Mage, and then your opponent decisively controls the board. But Shredder always adds this weird layer of, man, it's so laborious to try to remove.
Yeah, what if you
this
just
off the
swipe the
board.
Blast Mage? Is that just fine?
I guess. You can just innervate and kill the 3-2 then.
Yeah, and then you can always curve out with a Shredder on 6, or Keeper of the Grove with a hero power if you go 2-3.
You're always going to be playing from behind from the
Yeah.
stage, unless you get like a really big card, like the Ancient of War or Doctor War
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big problem, is that he loses initiative on the board. I think he's like okay with it because he still has minions to play.
Oh my god. That's a free 2-3.
Wow. Very sick. And now Druid can't deal with this.
But a Shredder and Hope.
It's like Ancient of War has to be the one that kills his board.
Another minion gets picked up, so that's something else.
Yeah.
I mean, it might actually work well with the Keeper of the Grove to finish off something. Or another swipe as well. There's always that. Wow.
Shredder doesn't really matter too much. It gets reduced by 1.
Yeah,
But
the
still,
cost
ultimately,
reduction
it's
doesn't
gonna be
matter,
6.
but the body itself, I think, is...
Yeah, you could
Pretty
make
good.
an argument that you care more about the board, since even next turn, Antonitis just dropped on the board is still very devastating. So I think just playing Pilot Shredder and securing the board is like one of the most important things.
I think you leave the Druid's Pilot Shredder up, though. It's just too much of a pain to kill it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Freeze the face.
You invest so much just to get rid of it.
I think you want to play around swipe a little bit better, so you just use the 3-4 to kill the 2-3.
Is there like an 8 drop you care about from the Aspired? I can't think of one. A combination of 8 mana that would actually wreck this would be Keeper of the Grove
You actually
swipe.
consider just going full out face? I just think another swipe might punish you a bit here
Yeah,
if you don't make this
that's what
trade.
he's thinking about.
Mind Control Tech could be something disastrous as well.
Right, that could be like, that's actually very legitimate in Druid as well.
Life Coach not putting a Shredder in the middle? Dog puts a Shredder in the middle.
It's been a running trend for players without any cards to play the Shredder, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
when they have no minions on board,
Right.
they
Right
know
in
to
the
play
middle.
it right
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle.
it's a good play. The game even helps,
Jeez.
right? It's kind of like that track.
Tom's like, why did I put this card in here?
For the inevitable Dr. Boom, because this deck probably has Dr. Boom.
It probably does have it, yeah.
Good old Mech Mage. Have we seen any TGT cards out of this?
Nope.
Not yet.
Would any
Absolutely
TGT
not.
cards help?
Maybe out of the
Spellslinger?
Shredder.
There are no TGT cards
FTG?
in
No.
the Patron Warrior list.
Clockwork
Clockwork
Knight,
Knight.
I think, is a good
Clockwork
fit.
Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Asia's got something like that again. But Asia has everything, so I guess.
They also make everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want my hero power, damn it. Oh,
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
It helps stabilize. It's just like mech wars. Basically, mechs hitting other mechs. Mech druid, as far as I'm concerned.
Is Azure Drake better than Keeper? Because Keeper, like, obviously...
Keeper-
No, I think you need a limit damage right now.
I think
BGH
I'd
tempo?
also be tempted to play BGH.
Yeah.
Even
I
though
agree.
you know next turn is the Dr. Boom turn.
Yeah, but you're so far behind, you have to take that kind of risk.
Right. I agree.
Alright, that's mostly irrelevant. Do you play the Archmage? I mean, you can kill
Yes,
two
I
minions
think
in
so.
Archmage. I mean, you might lose it, but you're still far
play
ahead.
into swipe, and
Yeah.
that could be one thing that's disastrous.
No, it doesn't have to. You can suicide your Shredder. Oh no, you wouldn't even suicide your Shredder. You can suicide your Mech
Your
Warper.
Mech Warper, if you'd like. Yeah, okay, sure, I see what you mean. You're still vulnerable to swipe, but you
Shredder
can deal
into
5 to
2/2, Mech
phase.
Warper into 4/2, play Archmage, and Dog. Like you know he doesn't have swipe, so he basically needs Druid of the Claw and
Yep.
suicide in charge mode.
Yep.
And then he has no board, no turn, and takes 5 damage. Like, are you sad about that? No.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
No.
I mean,
that's-
you're more likely to find. Then again, you played a lot of a lot of minions at this point, so maybe you won't find exactly what you need. But you've got like Tinkertowns left, probably another Blast
Mm-hmm.
Mage to work with a Mech Warper.
I really like
Drake's,
Antonidas.
Arcane, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'd be surprised otherwise. If you're not gonna play into swipe, you might as well just go for it then. Antonidas here is just a game-winning move for Life Coach, and Dog needs to have the exact answer. That's not it.
That is pretty much
Azure
everything.
Drake has to get.
Everything but it.
Azure can't do stop it.
Savage Roar, would
can't
that
stop
would that
it.
work? Oh my god! Hail Mary!
Doomsayer.
Yeah, let's do this.
Wait for it.
Let's doom this.
Oh, Life Coach is like praying, like please Doomsayer.
Please not.
Oh, please not Doomsayer. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I don't think Life Coach wants doom. So.
He's just
Alright, that's a lot of damage.
Is
do you
that
go for
leaf?
the damage? Because you could die to combo.
Yeah, well, could you actually?
Yes. There has to be something, right?
Well,
No,
no, you can't.
Oh, that's right.
You can't die to combo. So you just push until you have no more legs behind your fireballs. Just
Okay.
Fireball twice.
Yeah, you're right.
Haha. Now that's 3 HP. Dog can't even wild growth for an extra card.
He could innervate first. I think he can then wild growth.
Nope, I've made that mistake many times.
It doesn't work.
Harrison Jones. Oh, jeez.
The Aspirant works. That's right. The Aspirant works because it's actually a temp, like a
Right,
complete.
right. You gain a mana
That's
crystal.
right. Never mind.
But yes,
Yeah.
I've been in that boat obnoxious.
I've done it so many times.
Unfortunately, it does not work.
I've done double
Wow.
wild growth with Aspirant on the board a lot.
Dog has been extremely unlucky in this tournament so
It's
far.
with his druid.
Yeah,
His druid seems to be running bad.
really
Okay.
bad.
It does have a lot of tech choices, too.
There's BGH and Harrison. That's right.
wants to be. Yeah, BGH's not even really a tech,
Tech
choice.
is
It's
like mandatory.
No, nowadays I think it is. Because like
What?
there's so
In Druid, yeah.
there's so many more aggressive decks.
But the
You know what-
mysterious challenger, that's like the way you win back.
Yeah.
against it.
It's better than
You
Keeper. by a
hero
long
power
shot,
something down, and then you BGH the mysterious challenger.
After Revenge.
Yeah, it's the way to win against Secret
Yeah.
Valley. I mean, Keeper of the Grove doesn't do anything to a 6/6 really.
Mhm.
So
Well, one more game is all Nihilum needs
Mech
For a
Shaman,
wait.
RDU, everything's on you.
in the winners finals.
Yeah, and that Mech Shaman, that's just pretty inconsistent stuff. But I mean, if you talk about inconsistency, Dog's there to high five him with his Druid deck.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is less consistent?
Druid or Patron?
No, Druid or
Mech Shaman?
Like yes, Dog's less than
Well,
both,
Shaman
right?
head to head against the Druid is pretty good.
Yeah,
Just because it punishes slow starts. However, Druids have recently bolstered their early starts with Living Roots.
You can
And
zoo them down.
and
yeah.
Darnassus.
The same
Have we seen
weakness.
Darnassus? I think we have. Yeah.
Well, remember he had the
I don't think we've seen Living Roots from him though.
no, and
We've
it
seen
seems
from the other Druids.
From
right.
Thighs, I think, yeah.
From Shrevko also had that
Yeah.
with Nimsh's
Right,
Druid that
right.
likes to play.
So that might cost him a little bit. I mean, that one mana spell sometimes kills a card that hit you for 10.
Yeah, and you can always, like, against certain matchups, you can also just drop the 1/1s and it'll do a little bit of work. Against Shaman, I don't know if that's ever worth it because of Zapomatic, but
Yeah.
And I don't know if the changes to Shaman benefit too much against Druid, but I have to imagine Tuskar Totemic is very annoying to deal with if
Yeah.
they get the
definitely.
Stoneclaw Totem or they get the Manatide Totems, like all these different things. are very
RDU has been debenched.
unbenched.
Debenched.
Debenched?
Debenched.
De-unbenched. And then he's rebenched. Is that what that means?
I don't even know what's going on right
It means RDU can play the next game.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say here.
Yes. Now, Dog probably would just queue up the Patron Warrior.
Why? He's got under both.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't revealed Warrior.
Yeah,
so
he might just keep it
could be
hidden.
in his best interest to keep Warrior hidden.
Right. Definitely play Druid then.
Because I'm sure
I forgot about that, but that's absolutely correct.
Yep. And then, this is not actually going to be relevant at all, but if Dog loses with the Druid, and then he loses with Warrior, he gets benched twice in the same series.
You can't. There's only one win left from the other team.
Yeah, exactly. It's not relevant because the series is over, but he ends the series how he began it, which is benched.
That's pretty sad.
That's alright.
Could be a highlight for tomorrow. Could we patch up video together if that happens?
Oh, well, it's just, because Dog's like a nice guy, so it's just you feel bad for him. If ECOP got benched, I think no one would care.
Yeah, no one would care, I think, yeah.
Maybe ECOP's
Makes
mom,
sense.
but that's about it.
Just ECOP.
ECOP would even make a clown. Be very clowny about it, it's fine.
Maybe.
Just make you big eyes on the bench.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That is pretty interesting, though, that Warriors to the left it's still such a dominant class in the tournament scene.
Has he played it?
Not
I don't
yet.
think so.
Every game he's lost has been with Druid, and he just hasn't played Warrior.
Not yet, no. Maybe there's something weird about it, I don't know.
It might be like Control.
Yeah. Could be definitely Control Warrior.
It could be Control and... But the problem... Okay, so when did Tice win with Druid?
Very early. I think it was like the second game, yeah.
Okay. And then they didn't bring out the Warrior then, so it probably is Patron.
Oh, Dog's been practicing a lot with Patron to improve.
Well, it's Nihilum versus Valley Town.
Wow.
Whoa! That's news to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus.
Oh, that's sad. I just realized that there's a $sign on top of that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're here to do, to win the monies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we don't have any true inference of what kind of warrior this is.
Not yet. Every warrior has those 3 cards in
Garrosh is Patron. Magni is Control. I thought it was pretty obvious at this point that the only players who play Control Warrior...
No, I think just playing...
Mike had Magni.
Yeah.
Who did?
Hyped.
He was playing Patron?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why he lost.
Because he went against the rules of the universe.
Yeah, I mean, Magni is like, you have to pay for it. It's Wallet Warrior Incarnate. You can't go against that. It's established rule.
Alright, well, I don't know if... Oh, yeah, he didn't hit the button yet. Good. He still had another chance to drop those lava bursts. Now, the Fireguard Destroyer, if it doesn't get executed, it's going to do probably a lot of work against this warrior deck, because most of the minions early on are very scrawny, and even if you have a weapon to clear it, you're hitting it twice.
Honestly, RDU's hand for Mech Shaman is probably one of the better ones against Warrior. You have like 2 sticky mechs, an Annoytron that's almost...
3 sticky mechs.
Yeah, 3 sticky mechs if you count the Annoytron, basically. So, yeah, this is looking very dangerous for Dog.
I don't know if I like playing Annoyatron so early. It feels like it's so good against the early game weapons.
It's true. It's true, but you want to coin a 4-drop. You want to coin a Shredder, not a 4-drop. You want to coin a Shredder, and then you want to play the Fireguard Destroyer, and then you want to play the other Shredder.
That's true.
That's the 3, 4, 5 you manipulate with Overload.
That is a very good line. But then, what do you gain versus playing this Annoyatron now compared to later? I guess it's...
You could just Power Mace here, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe it's just
a liability.
Actually, I like Power Mace more.
Whoa, double Doom Hammer. If he doesn't kill with the first one, second one's definitely going to do it. But it's going to clog his hand, though. I think the game might not go long enough.
I like it. It's very reminiscent of the Korean... I think this is like how Koreans really like to play the Shaman. And I think it was introduced in the North American scene by Hearthstone. So it's a very powerful bursty Shaman. The only thing is that you usually don't use all the resources. Like there's too much overload. There's too many Doomhammer hits.
Yeah.
And also you might get awkward draws. But in this case, the draw is okay, and the warrior's taking his time.
Alright, Death Spike comes down. I think that means Fireguard Destroyer's better play than Shredder.
Yeah, because you're forcing the execute after, or Slime at least. Or Whirlwind. There's like 1,000 plays you're forcing.
Yeah, I don't like the Shredder.
I mean, the
Just
Shredder does have
body,
something stick
right?
onto the body.
Yeah.
It feels like the Fireguard Destroyer requires removal, and the Shredder just dies to the weapon.
But don't you want to make... Okay, yeah. I'm sure it does deal 6 at least, and possibly more.
What is the implications of playing Fireguard Destroyer? That means he only has 5 mana total next turn.
Yeah, the overload,
That's
I mean,
okay.
could be...
Yeah, it seems to be fine.
Because of
You also
Shredders.
save the weapon. Like if you play the Shredder, actually no, you can just Shredder not attack. I
Well,
like that.
one thing you have to consider is that you have 2 Doom Hammers, and you might want to start getting them out soon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking
Every turn
about.
you miss is 4 damage.
Even still, I think that the size of the creature is really important. I think you don't attack. Yep, I think that's it.
So you could always above the second one and 4. Oh wow, another Death Bite for Dog. The thing is, he's not armoring up while he's doing all this, and that kind of plays into RDU's goal, which is just deal damage once and get out of there. If I top deck Lava Burst, then that's fine too.
Yeah, but this also makes Battle Rage live for Dog, and he's not dipping to critical health, so I think he's...
Just yet, yeah.
Still think he's okay. Gonna clear.
Let's see how this works. Oh, no, he's not gonna clear.
Man of Rage.
Wow!
That's great.
That's a bit of an annoyance.
For Dog.
Yeah,
It's
that's
It's okay for RDU though.
Yeah, I mean, he can't play some of his swing cards maybe if he wants them.
Oh,
Now
no,
the
now,
Shredder's good.
no,
really
now
good.
the Shredder's really good.
Yeah.
Shredder's really scary.
Well, I mean, it would have been better if he had the opportunity to play the Shredder and then play like Zapmatic and try to buff it or something.
yeah.
But in this case, it's going to be difficult to try and stabilize. If he uses executes this early on, he can't actually do
Double
something.
Mana Wraith, the dream.
2 mana raise. That's the way to balance.
Yeah,
nature.
let's do this.
7 mana.
Oh no.
Ooh, an Undercity Valiant. That card is.
I think he has to play the
pretty cool.
Frothing.
It's not good.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
The art's
Wow.
great.
He's gonna try to stall more. I kind of thought he'd have to play the Frothing to actually contest the board at some stage in this game.
Oh, that's a pretty decent
Wow,
pickup.
I think if there's a sign that he should start whacking away. But
Do you?
the mana rate's annoying, man.
Yeah.
You can coin a totem, and that would actually be hilarious because the Mana Wraith wouldn't die if it's a taunt.
You're right. It could be the mana rate's actually making it problematic for your opponent too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you're not the
can't
only
combo
one.
you.
Yeah, he can't go for like a crazy. He needs like 2 Emperor ticks instead of 1 if he wants to go
Yeah.
that way.
And unstable goal and everything is just way too expensive.
Oh, he's
3
not
mana.
doing Henry.
Yeah, he's playing
He's gonna
minions.
coin
I
out the
guess.
Zapomatic.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you force him to spread the damage and have a whirlwind or an execute, which means you're taking away
Right.
combo pieces, right?
He needs second whirlwind,
Yeah.
which he has. And Dog instantly plays Patron with second
Yeah,
whirlwind.
he's gonna end with 4 here.
Yikes! And that's gonna make RDU race with the Doom Hammers.
Yeah, it's
So-
a pretty okay race though. I think you're happy to take this one because you might be able to win it if you find like
It's
lava
gonna be
burst.
close. It's gonna be very close if he picks up Crackle or whatever next couple turns.
Yeah,
Another Fireguard Destroyer.
those are staying in hand for the rest of the game. Do you just Totem instead of Rockbiter here, or are you afraid of the ghoul and you want to punch the damage in right now?
You need to stall for time.
You need to win the game.
Ooh, that's a good totem.
I don't know about stalling for time.
Yeah.
Well, this stalls for a little bit with the totem.
Alright, so Rockbiter deals 10 next turn, assuming Dog armors up, that's 5. No
Battle
shield
Rage.
Lava Burst does it. Rockbiter does it.
block.
Crackle can do it.
The ghouls are there. Those are crazy
Yeah,
draws.
the ghouls are pretty valuable.
That's true.
Yeah. That's a lot of ghouls. And a lot of patrons. 1 ghoul, 1 frothing.
Do you really want to be that greedy, though?
Yeah, maybe not. There's like 3 cards he's been holding on to for a
Yeah.
while now. I don't think you can. You're
I
right.
think you can still just set up a way to kill him in 3 turns.
Yeah.
And still guarantee yourself to be safe.
It's kind of awkward for RDU. He has to waste so much. Like, he has to waste like 10 damage on these ghouls. And he's just giving his opponent more damage output.
No. He needed
The
that
first
to be,
time that card is drawn ever.
he
with
needed
this
that
deck.
to be burn.
Turn 8.
That was like burn or bust. Oh man.
But he's gonna burn. It's not in a comfortable way.
Can you just play Fireguard Destroyers?
You might consider it. Do you really force trades though? Because I think that at this point, Dog might
It
just
helps you
push
get
it.
past the second unstable goal because you need to use Rockbiter next turn.
Do you assume you're dead though?
I mean, I think you have to be optimistic. If he has Warsong Commander, you almost certainly lose. But it's like, it's at that stage where it's gotten very grim.
Well,
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you do here with the dudes?
I mean, there's almost like you could double attack into the ghoul, but then you're almost dead. Like you have to rock biter this and waste 4 damage and feed your opponent more patrons. That's how bad this is. That's how bad this is. I don't even know.
I wasn't expecting this, but I guess he's just gonna try to wipe out patrons this way, but it doesn't actually wipe patrons.
It
In
does.
fact, he actually just kills himself.
It wipes the shaman pretty well.
Oh yeah.
No, he's dead.
Yeah,
He
okay.
just,
He
he literally killed himself.
Oh.
But to be fair, it was very bleak to begin with. It was
Yeah.
like it just seemed unlikely.
All right. Well, we are at final point here.
That's
No matter who wins, that's it.
We need to do that before like something crazy happens,
Okay.
like a
Like
stable portal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, dog wins game. Now the druid though.
Dog is down in the dumpster, right?
Well,
No, he's actually behind the skies. He was benched just an hour and a half ago.
Oh yeah, it must feel a lot better now.
Yeah. Now he's no longer the underdog.
He's
Well, he still
well,
is,
yeah, I think
actually,
he is.
because
Yeah,
of the
he
druid
has a
versus
really
Mech.
kind of weird slow druid deck,
Yeah.
and he's got to win twice, right, against the mech shaman.
and his druid deck has had some of the most unbelievably atrocious starts we've seen in
But
this
isn't
entire
that mean
tournament.
he's due for
Yeah,
the
balance
God
out.
Druid start? Because it's like
Okay.
Druid's known to be consistent across the board, and you lose the games you don't draw Wild Growth, but that's like the 35-40% of the time.
Yeah,
I think there are druid players and non-druid players, and the druid players just start the game with wild growth,
That's right.
and he might just not be a druid player.
It's actually a $10 purchase inside the
Oh.
store.
Yeah.
You go to the store option, the shop option.
Oh,
He bought it.
druid player!
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe he got like he first, he did forsake druid for so long. No.
No. It's part of it.
That
In
is
fact-
actually really good.
But it's not available right now. It was only a limited time buy, so people looking for it right now.
Was it in
can get it.
beta?
But for the next hero skin that's in Druid, I'm sure they'll put it back on sale.
Double wild growth though.
That's not bad considering
The
that
hand,
he
yeah.
actually has an ability to utilize it. A lot of times, a second wild growth is not useful because you don't actually have time to play compared to a minion.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Hearthstone on Doomhammer.
That's going to be pretty big, but I think that might not even be the story of the
Ooh, a
game.
wrath. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, it sucks a bit because you have to delay your 5-drop, but at the same time, it's still the best play you'll ever have, and you deny the Shredder on the following turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you get shredded, you might just take too much damage this game. I think he's thinking about it. There's definitely something to think about, but I think he's eventually going to decide to wrath the mech warper.
Oh man, Dog is going for
Okay.
the
He's going for
ballsy
broke.
plays.
And he's not terribly punished for it.
Not yet, yeah.
In fact, it ends up somewhat
Doing
being
nothing.
because
Yeah. It would have been played.
by one.
Dog is happy.
Yep. So he realizes, okay, no Shredder, no way to really take advantage of the curve. Azure Drake's gonna really pull him back in it, and he's gonna force a situation where his opponent has to trade into it or remove it.
Yeah, and the Force of Nature is also a pretty good way to clear the board in a desperate moment. if anything.
Are we gonna crackle this Drake?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we are. I think we're playing Flame Tongue and Spider Tank and
Okay.
suiciding the
Mech Warper?
temporarily buffed Mech Warper.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, the 4 health minions are pretty tough to handle.
I feel like the payoff from the crackle is very high though, because then you can leverage a very healthy board with 2 3/4s and a 2/3, and you still have Flame Tongue to him the following turn.
I just think you get more value out of the Flame Tongue if you play it
That's
like
true.
now.
On turn 6, what does your opponent do?
Well, Dog will just wipe everything off. If the 2 Spider Tanks are up, he'll swipe and wrath the 2 Spider Tanks, and then the Flame Tongue will be left with 2 health alone.
It is a pretty safe option. I like it.
Yeah.
Crackle is also good finishing damage, so you don't have to necessarily use it as removal pieces here.
There's a chance that even without a board, he still makes it through. Ooh. Wow, RDU.
He
with
says
the-
there's no good swipe option.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is how a game is ended.
Yeah.
This looks pretty bleak for RDU going forward.
I think that was that them shouting at the play that was just made.
Yeah,
Because he's about to. I mean,
he's about to wipe the board. Just
yeah,
super-
like he doesn't think there's a good swipe, but
I
These are-
think
this one is
the
crazy.
4/4 has to kill the 3/4 first,
why?
so it stays alive, right?
I mean, you hit everything for 2 with the Azure Drake, right? With the swipe.
Yeah.
So
You
you can kill
also-
the you
yeah.
can kill the flame tongue. You can let the mech warper on 1 health.
Oh, you want to leave the mech warper?
On 1 health, I think
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with it. Yeah.
Oh man. But okay, he still has some burn damage.
I think he's counting on weapons to carry him forward because he knows he's gonna have like an extra 10 damage here, so he needs to.
Oh, man, that's a big draw.
Crazy draw
It's
here
6
for
damage.
RD.
Oh, he's got some spell power coming up.
Yeah.
He can actually kill the Drake with Earthshock. He's probably not
Dude.
going to.
Okay, so he's got 5, 8, 11 guaranteed next turn. Possible lethal.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah.
spell power totem survives.
Oh man, what a way to go.
Which most likely will happen. Oh no, because Harrison Jones.
Harrison
is
Jones,
so
yeah.
big.
That's a bit of an issue. That's the thing. Like Harrison Jones, the problem is it takes 5 of your mana as Dog to actually
Yeah,
play.
and also Dog has this Force of Nature and Savage Roar. So
Right.
this means if he can survive 2 more turns and have a reasonable
No, just
board-
one turn, Darnassus.
Yeah, Darnassus Spirant.
Oh,
can
you're
do it.
right. The Darnassus Aspirin. Dude, he's turning this around, so RDU needs to
How
draw
much damage
some
is
way
that?
to end it.
RDU can
11
actually.
plus 6.
Another
That's
lava-
lethal. That's
that's-
31.
That's 31.
Yeah.
Another
And Noyatron stops it.
Stops 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you kill the Drake with the Earth Shock just to negate the.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much? He hypothetically could kill him? No, he only has 13 damage max because of 6 plus 7 on
Yep.
Crackle.
Right.
Yeah.
So he needs to kill the Drake, right? He's gonna Crackle?
Lava Burst, Earth Shock. You can still win. Like the stop deck lethal
Wow,
could
that was
still
a
work.
4 roll. That was the lowest. Oh no!
But you can still win.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
okay.
it'll take another Lava Burst or a Doomhammer
No,
without taunt.
because the Drill Hero Power, it'll take another Crackle.
Another Crackle,
Right.
you're right.
So he has to Earthshock the Drake now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
And then
that's,
play a Noyatron.
I'm just surprised. Like, why did he Crackle there? Because he has a spell damage. He wants the extra.
think-
yeah,
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he isn't sure if he has the mana to do it next turn.
Mm-hmm.
you probably would be able to. The thing is,
Wow! Such an aggressive move. He's gonna put Dog down to 4.
Just in case he gets the other
Yeah.
Lava Burst.
And at game 11, Ardu's putting all his trust onto the last Lava Burst or another Crackle.
it's doable. It's fully doable, but better top deck RDU.
All right. Well, the damage isn't quite there. Dog is 25 right
Yeah,
now.
he's a little shy. He's gonna have to
Yeah,
trade into
it's
spell.
basically whatever he feels like is the best.
Emperor might be it.
Yeah, just Emperor here.
Yeah,
probably.
Emperor armor up. Make sure you don't die to like a spell damage bolt or a Doomhammer even.
I mean, Pilot Shredder. I mean, it actually doesn't really matter because Pilot Shredder's more sticky.
Yeah.
So he feels like that could be his best chance.
As long as you like throw stuff on the board. If you have just 2 minions next
Yeah.
turn, you win off combo.
In fact, it might be slightly better because of it. Because now there's more minions on the board to get through. Noyatron,
He's gonna get a Rockbiter, and he's gonna go for a Doomsayer. Just watch.
Rockbiter into Doomsayer. I mean, he just needs something. Rockbiter! And he has to go into the Doomsayer. Everyone's going nuts downstairs.
crazy.
They are going
It's
crazy.
his only option to win the game. He has to go for a Doomsayer. He has to go for a Doomsayer and then get like something ridiculous, like a Lava Burst with spell damage totem or a Crackle.
That Crackle earlier,
yeah.
not doing, just doing the minimum amount of damage.
Just 2 more damage would have
Just
done
2
it.
more damage
Yeah.
would have been it.
Yeah, the upper 50 percentile would have actually won the
So
game straight
he's
up.
wondering, can he get away with holding Rockbiter
And waiting for
and
Doomhammer.
waiting because can his opponent kill him?
Yeah, I think you assume you're dead, right?
Okay, so if his opponent has a Savage Roar, just one Savage Roar, how much damage does he take?
It's plus 10.
11, 15,
Yeah, he's
plus
way dead.
20.
He's dead, just a Savage Roar.
Yeah.
One roar is enough to kill you. You might just try the Rockbiter all
Okay.
in. This has to be
is
it,
he,
right?
where's he going with his Rockbiter?
Oh.
No, he goes face! And that's it! Dog survives with 2 HP, and the
Wow.
Druid, even though it lost 3 games through terrible, terrible misfortune, Dog has been able to win where it counted the most. RDU is devastated.
Yep, the Shaman deck does not end up pulling it through. Oh, Dog was down to 1 for funsies.
Yeah, just attacking
that
into
was
another Tron.
so dramatic.
Wow, the craziest finish to this series I
Trump
could
is
imagine.
yelling as loud as he can.
Was that Trump?
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's
a
gonna
little
be
bit.
that's gonna be in the next Trump reacts to things video.
I
Trump
suppose so.
hugs dog.
All right, well, Valleytown does take it. Well deserved. I mean, they
Right.
really did get really screwed on the luck
Yeah.
early on, And at the end, it was just good enough. I'm not going to say good RNG. It was just good enough.
There were definitely some good moments, some bad moments. As it looks like, as you saw, they're getting ready for an interview. What's happening, Amaz? Okay.
Sounds good.
The funny thing is, like, if that crackle just rolled a little higher,
Yeah, well, 2 more damage, basically.
2 more damage would have been it.
I mean, a lot of really small things. We could pick at Crackle, but there's a lot of other consequences of.
But I think that the all-in play almost panned out for him. Like the all-in play almost. Panned out,
he didn't trade into the Drake and lost his board, and that was another thing too.
Yeah.
All right, let's get him in.
Cool stuff.
Are we all coming in here?
All right.
Yeah.
So we don't actually have enough chairs for everybody.
We can just stand.
Okay. So you just go the crowd around.
No, you deserve a seat for that. No, we'll both stand. We'll both stand.
All right.
There's a seat. Someone can sit in it.
That's true. Go ahead. Okay. I'm just a dog. I don't deserve a seat.
Yeah.
So so how does it feel? Let's talk to you, dog. You had some pretty bad beats with Druid, and it looked really stressful at times. Being down 5-4, what's going through your mind at that time?
I don't know. Just Druid's hard because if you don't draw well, you can't do anything, right? Like sometimes you just like want to perform well, but there's really not anything you can do. Being behind is, for me, doesn't really mean anything because you play the best you can either way. So like, how is being down any different?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the nature of card games, right? Sometimes things can go your way, sometimes they can't. How did you guys feel going into the match against Nihilum, Trump? Like, did you guys feel very good about your chances? Did you expect it to be that close on Game 11?
Well, we actually had a lot of strategizing, and in this format, Cloud9 got to pick their opponent, and we actually made the assumption that they were going to pick Tempo Storm, so we actually kind of prepared against Nihilum, well, just a little bit. The decks we brought were actually really good. Kibler made a really good call choosing to bring Priest. Priest was really good against their lineup. We actually weren't entirely expecting that. But, man, good stuff.
What's with the notebook? It seems to be that point of conversation because you're always writing in it very meticulously. Is that the secret to all the strats there? You don't tell me what's in it, but is that the key?
I'd like to think
that your tome of knowledge?
I'd like to think that I'm one of the people in Hearthstone who actually does a lot of research and does a lot of preparation. I've seen just about every single game that Nihilum has played in the Archon League, and got to study up on your opponents to get that small edge. When it's a best of 11, any small edge like stockpiles a lot because there are so many games.
I think that the sort of research and the meticulousness that Trump approached the regular season with actually had a lot to do with our success. I think that we put ourselves in a lot of positions that we were able to bring an excellent lineup against our opponents, to outpick them at various stages of the actual match, and it went a long way toward us being here.
Do you have any comments about the lack of Hunter from Nihilum at all? I wanted to ask them about it, but I'll ask you guys first.
Mistake!
I was surprised. I was like, why not know Hunter? Do you have any opinion on that?
That was a little strange. Hunter's just so good right now. It's one of the top
and instead
decks.
bringing Shaman.
Yeah, they tried to make Shaman go face, but it didn't quite work out. In fact, in that game, even though Twitch would have gone face, they would actually be wrong. Face was not the place. The Azure Drake getting left up in the last game actually probably won it.
And then you guys were like screaming like, yes! Like,
we literally were. Yeah. Trump and I were watching downstairs on the couch, and as soon as he attacked the face, we were just like, oh my god, he won this game!
That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, that wraps up the first day. You guys go on to Cloud9. Do you guys feel like is this the hardest hurdle that you have to overcome, getting that first win? Maybe not necessarily against your opponent, but just for your guys self, because you guys are the unestablished team compared to some other people.
What are you talking about? We got the Master of Duels on our team, and once again, Kibler has a good record. We're going to continue to do just fine.
You might as well just give that sign to me, Amaz, instead of like holding it like 15 feet away in the dark. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time, Cloud9 versus Value Town, followed by Tempo Storm versus Nihilum. Caster Jeparino is next, and I guess that's how we end this interview. Thank you very much, guys. Congratulations, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. I guess we'll take a look at the bracket as well before we finish up this little segment here. And just to recap, we had the first match of the day. Tempo Storm did take on Cloud9, and it was pretty one-sided for Cloud9's favor. A lot of, you can argue mistakes, but ultimately Cloud9 played very solid. That was the story of that series. And then in match number 2, Nihilum versus Value Town was very close. It was a lot of swings back and forth. Came down to the last game in 2 hit points. Highly recommend you guys go watch it if you're just tuning in. And don't worry, even though we're done for the matches today, we have, again, that Caster Jeoparino, where you get to watch Noxus and Crit battle for $5,000 and throw him full of himself. So that's going to be fun. I'm used to it. We're going to have a good time. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Good job, guys.
I swear I never saw it coming. bet it quite tough. Always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy. Look up, there's a new life waiting. Your head's buried in the sand. You've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel. Only you know that it's real. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Because you are stronger. Yes, you are stronger. Because you are stronger. Yes, you are stronger.
Alright, welcome guys to the special event of Caster Jeoparino.
Oh, cool.
Alright, and if we can get the casters on the screen, that would be awesome. And no, that is the wrong cap. No, close.
You're getting there.
Compare-
Bro, that is already at minus 331, dude. You have the.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Wrecked.
Alright.
You're great. You're good at this game. For
No. 1 second. We're getting there.
Are
We are totally ruining this
There
event.
we go. Now
Us casters were working against
Why do I
Amaz
start
to
with
ruin the
negative
event as much as
3-3?
possible.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
so we're just testing the game just now. Let's
Okay.
unbuzz for Crip, and let's put Frodan to 0 points. So let's do a little bit of introduction. So, Nauseous,
Yes.
did you win any
What? I
Jeoparinos
pressed it.
before?
It
I won
canceled
one.
mine, went to
You won
yours.
1, so that's good. Crip,
Crap.
did you win any Jeoparinos before?
Yeah, I beat like the scrubs in the first one.
That's good. And Frodan, you're kind of like the newcomer.
No.
How are your chances?
I've never won a Hearthstone game before.
Okay.
So
Oh.
this would be, if I win this would be my first victory ever in Hearthstone.
Okay, perfect. And
Wow.
like you guys know, maybe on the the previews and whatnot, we're playing for $5,000, so it's like super serious.
Yeah.
Right? No.
It's a
Super
little bit
Reno.
too much money. I'm actually kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Well, compared to 250,000, we kind of want to scale
Yeah.
it up and stuff. All right, so let's begin by introducing the categories with the grand tournament, which consists of
Oh,
only
God.
grand tournament
Cool.
cards.
Oh god.
Lost
God.
relative is something that's missing from the group. With math class, Crip's
Like the
favorite
SATs.
category. Crop out is a section of the card text. Soundly identity is when I play a sound file, you have to identify who says that. And of course, I am cool starts with all M's. And of course, Frodan, being the new guy, you get to select the category first.
Let's start with the grand tournament for $100.
Alright, let's go ahead and press that. And this is the only Paladin secret to be of rare quality. Frodan.
What is Argent Lance?
No.
Oh.
Unbuzz. Crip.
Competitive spirit.
Oh,
That
secret!
is correct!
Ah, I thought it was a Paladin card!
Oh man.
The only Paladin card was rare? Wow,
Let's
that's
get Frodan to
Oops.
the negative 100 because you do lose points.
Alright, I quit.
If you answer incorrectly, Crip, you're in control.
200.
200, alright. Grand Tournament 200.
Derp.
Yes.
Crit minus 100, I like that.
Alright. This 3-mana spell is actually always Huffer. Frodan.
Polymorph
what?
board.
Are you kidding?
That is correct.
I don't have to wait for you to finish?
Frodan, you don't have to technically wait for me to
Oh my
finish.
god,
Yeah.
what have I done with my
Alright,
life?
so wait, Frodan is at 100.
Yes!
Guys?
300! I like
This
this!
is a math skill.
judges
here,
are
okay?
fair.
That's it. Okay, unpause and Frodan, go ahead.
Grand tournament for 300.
Alright, let's go ahead. And we have... That. It's a miniature version of Baron Geddon that can activate kill command. Frodan.
What is Dread Scale?
That is correct.
Oh,
Alright, you got
oh
it. You
nice,
got us.
nice. You got this, Frodan.
Good.
Oh, is that 100? Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Wait, oh.
Okay.
Actually,
go ahead,
I'm
I'm
Frodan.
at 400. And
400.
Speaking of 400, grand tournament for 400.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see that. Oh, it's the daily double.
All my points. Let's
All
do it.
points, 400.
Yeah.
You press 400 in the wager, and it's just Frodan that can answer this question.
All right.
Here we go. Out of all the possible choices, she probably likes to steal Inferno the most.
Steal? Steal? Confessor Piltress?
And that is incorrect. We are looking for, reveal the answer, is Sideshow Spell Stealer that can steal the hero power of Inferno.
Ah, damn it.
Frodan's back to zero?
All this work for nothing.
But
Frodan, you
I
can
thought
choose
she
again.
can't steal non-basic hero powers.
No, she
No, she
can't
can steal
copy
non-basic
anything.
hero
Oh,
powers.
she can?
Yeah.
She's just not adventurer.
We'll play her with Poison Blade, man.
Okay.
All right, all right.
Michelin.
The grand tournament for 500. Let's
All
do
right,
this.
Let's go ahead.
All your points.
In theory, after using your hero power 13 times, this 2-mana minion would become a Lord Jiraxis. Nauseous.
Loli Squire? No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Crypt or Frodan?
And I know half the answer.
I know it. I'm just bad.
13 times.
Crypt?
Oh,
Oh, Frodan.
Bone Guard Lieutenant.
That is
Oh.
correct!
Yes!
Top notch.
Bone guard. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
the other
yeah.
part.
Loli Squire, dude. Loli Squire.
No.
And
What
we
am I
No,
see
no,
the
Lolis.
Nauseous to be a negative 500.
Yes!
So
I like this
Frodan-
game.
Oh, man,
Oh, I'm
Frodan,
winning.
go ahead.
100 points.
Alright,
It's
Frodan,
so
you go
dumb.
ahead.
All right, let's go with crop out for 100.
Crop up for 100,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Yep. Can attack as normal this turn.
Yeah.
So it's a part of the card that says this.
Oh, the card text.
Well,
Oh, sorry, Nauseous.
yeah. What is Argent Watchman?
That is correct. Nauseous gets 100, and Nauseous is at negative 400. Come on, production.
Yeah, come on, guys. Like, I'm bad.
Do the,
I think Frodan has more than 600 too, by the
Nauseous,
way.
go ahead.
No, he's at 6.
Oh,
he
he
lost.
yeah,
lost the
lost
daily
forever.
double. Oh, yeah.
Crop out 200.
Crowd for 200, please. Lose a mana crystal. We have Frodan.
Darnassus Aspirin.
That is correct. Very nice. Frodan, go ahead.
Crop out for 300.
For 300. Except each player's. Nauseous.
What is Enter the Coliseum?
That is correct. Wow, that was really good.
Ooh.
Oh.
Danielle?
Oh, oops, forgot to remove that.
Huh?
Let's get out of there. Okay, Nauseous.
Crop out
Easter
400.
egg.
So crop
Danielle.
400. Yep. When drawn, you summon. That's not Frodan.
What is beneath the ground?
That is correct.
Yes!
Very nice.
Damn, all the
Clever,
TGT
clever.
cards.
Very
You
clever.
got it correct.
Yeah, I don't know
And
TGT.
Frodan?
Crop out for 500.
Yeah.
500. Let's go. Let's finish the category. Charge, can't attack. Frodan.
Ice Howl.
It's really good, man.
I had
Grip,
this.
you are playing this game, right?
I'm in second place, bro.
That's true. Alright, Frodan, select a new category.
Yo, what? Danielle, stop this.
I am cool for 100.
Okay. Answers start with the letter M. We have cast Divine Spirit on this minion, and he will become an Ice Rager. Nauseous.
What is Magma Rager?
Good, you're at 0 now. Very nice.
Good.
Oh,
Top skill.
Wow.
very nice.
I'm cool 200.
Rest
I'm
in
going
peace,
for
man.
200. He's half the cost of Full Reaper 4000 with the same effect text. Nauseous.
What is Magnetor Alpha?
That is correct. Very nice. You're up at 200. Yeah, 200 correction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am cool 300.
Alright, let's do that. The community has coined playing this card Dr. Six in the Christmas tree. Nauseous.
What is Mysterious Challenger?
That is correct. Oh, Nauseous is pretty good in this category.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
What is? I'm cool 400.
400. Let's do that. This is the only Hunter class-specific mech minion. Nauseous again.
What is Metal Tooth Leaper? Metal Tooth Leaper?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Metal Tooth
Okay, I
Leaper.
heard something
You
else.
said it
I was
right.
scared
Okay.
I wouldn't-
You got it.
You got it.
Alright, and go ahead.
I am cool 500.
I will go for 500. A 4-mana spell that deals no damage and draws a card. What value? Frodan.
What is Master Spell?
That is correct. And Frodan
Yes!
is 2200. All the scores
Damn.
are correct.
Damn, son!
And now Frodan, you get to select a new category.
You're
I can't do sounds. Let's do, what's Lost Relative?
Something that doesn't belong to the group.
Oh,
Close to the
okay,
group.
okay. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird. Let's try that. 100.
100 for Lost Relative.
Let's warm up.
Twilight Dragons usually cost 4 mana, but this one costs less. Nauseous.
What is Twilight Whelp?
That's Twilight Whelp is correct. Very nice.
Okay, I see.
Alright,
I like
let's keep
this.
on going.
Lost Relative 200.
Alright, 200. Here we go. Galloway gives your opponent coins. So you should play this instead and give yourself coins. Frodan.
What is cut purse?
That is correct.
Damn, I forgot what that was called.
I didn't even.
I know the card.
I didn't even think about the card.
What
Never seen it in
Lost
play
relative
yet.
for 300.
Alright, let's go there. Next one. When you attack, he says burn, and he costs 1 more than Wild Pyromancer.
I don't know sounds. I'm gonna buzz Crippen right now.
And no, I think time is up.
What if it's Magma Rager? It'd be so funny.
No, time is up. We should reveal
It's
the
not
answers. I
Magma
forgot
Rager.
as well. It's Scarlet.
Oh, yeah.
my
Yeah.
god.
Wait, so when he attacks, he says
Yeah,
burn?
He says
yeah.
burn as well.
No, I
Alright,
remember
so,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
Frodan, go again.
Alright, lost relative for 400.
Alright, let's see
Wow.
that. Both are convinced that you're in trouble now, but this one doesn't make you discard a card.
God, it's a new card again. I have no clue.
Yeah, I know. I
I have
absolutely.
no
doesn't
idea.
make you discard a card?
It doesn't make you discard a card.
Both are convinced. No, I don't know.
I guess time is up for that one. We're looking for Pit Fighter. Pit
Yeah.
Fighter says that when you play.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
right.
that.
I knew
Oh,
it, but
yeah.
it's like
Frodan.
how far
Lost
away?
relative for 500.
Okay, let's see if you guys can get this one. Crush makes itself cost 4 less, while this card makes another one cost 4 less. Oh, Nauseous?
What is called pet?
That is correct.
Wow,
You
what
get
the hell?
the 500 points there.
Oh, I had no idea.
Very
I thought Call
nice.
Pet was 2 less.
Wow,
No,
it
it's
was
fine.
even worse in your head.
Go ahead, Nauseous.
Soundly Identity.
Sound like identity. Okay, we'll play this on my computer as well. So once again, if you know who says this, buzz in immediately. We have
Save yourselves.
Nauseous.
Who is Ronan?
That is correct.
What is Ronan?
Yeah, that is good. All right, and
Go
go ahead.
I'm out of this game.
Soundly Identity.
I play Hearthstone
200.
muted.
All right, sound like identity for 200. We have
Back to the office.
Nauseous.
What is Coliseum Manager?
That is correct. Very nice.
What are you buzzing for?
I just buzz anyway.
Oh wait, it's Crip buzzing?
Oh no, I buzz after him.
He buzzed. They reset it and he accidentally.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they cleansed the buzz.
Okay. So
Cleanse the buzz.
Cleanse the
Okay.
buzz. Okay. So Nauseous, go ahead.
Soundly Identity.
Sound like
300.
Okay, we have this.
I have lethal.
Oh, I
Nauseous.
know
What is
that.
crowd favorite?
That is correct.
Damn.
Very
I've never
nice.
played that
That was
yet.
the one I knew.
That's the one I didn't know.
Okay, and Nauseous, go ahead.
Soundly Identity 400.
For 400, we have this sound.
Ready to rumble!
I got it.
I didn't click, so
Ready
it's
to rumble!
here.
Nauseous.
What is Master of Ceremonies?
That is correct. Master of
Okay.
Ceremonies is what we're looking
No,
I've never played it.
What? How would you
Oh,
try
man.
that card out? It's like so
It's
fun.
never been able to attack. I don't know.
So
These are attack
yeah,
sounds.
you're right. You're right. You're
And
right.
Nauseous, go ahead.
Soundly Identity 500.
Alright, let's finish. And this one, we have... Nauseous.
What is Mogor's champion?
That is correct. You sweep that category
Wow.
up.
Oh
Oh
damn.
man, take the lead as well.
Do I?
Oh damn.
Frodan's like Mogor's champion. Why did you play that card?
I'm never gonna win sound categories.
Alright, and of course you guys take the best category for last. Nauseous, which one? first?
Yeah, math class 100.
Alright, this is where I fail because I'm a cast.
Alright, a succubus will have this much health when you buff her with Demon Fire, Demon Fuse, and Demon Heart. Crip.
13.
Correct.
that buzz, it's like I can do mental. You should...
I'm not gonna get him wrong. So.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, and Crip, go ahead.
200.
Okay, 200. Right, let's just go down. Let's just go. The damage Arcane Class will do when you control a Malagos and a Frigid Snowball. Throw them. I mean, no, Nauseous, sorry.
14. What is 14?
14 is correct. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Next one.
300 for
Yeah.
math class. Let's do this.
This is the maximum damage Elemental Destruction can deal on a board with 14 Murloc Raiders. Crip.
Okay, 1 second.
So easy. Go.
70.
70 is correct. Okay, Chuck. Oh my god. Alright, there you go. Crip, go ahead.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Next one.
Next one. Add the mana cost, health, and attack of this minion, and you get 36. They just caught everything.
No.
Molten Giant.
Damn
That
it.
is correct!
Oh my god,
Alright,
that's
Molten
good.
Giant.
Oh my god, I didn't even
Alright.
think of that.
And for the last question,
Chad.
Yeah.
for the last question we have for 500. The number of cards in your hand after casting Soulfire, Demon Wrath, and Dark Bargain from a full hand. Crip.
I didn't press it, but I'm okay.
Oh, throw that.
7.
No. Incorrect. Bring it down and Crip and Noxious. Crip.
4.
Yes. Good job.
Oh, oops.
All right, there we go. So
Yeah.
Crip does
This-
finish
this-
pretty strong.
This is why I don't do
You
that.
actually play the cards, yeah.
Not bad. Crip is at 1400. Frodan is at second place at 2400, and Noxious, sweeping 2 categories, is of course at 3500.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. Let's go to round 2 where we do some categories. We can shut this down.
I feel like it's gonna be rough.
This is actually pretty simple. So we load up the slide here.
Oh,
and
this is the drawing part?
this is not the listing part. The listing part.
Oh, we draw
listing.
letters.
Yeah, we draw letters. Yeah, basically. And there's a-
Why do I have
So,
like this massive thing?
Yeah, what is this thing? This is a pen within a pen?
Oh, so click it. There we go.
Penception.
All right, there we go. That's really nice. All right, so if you look
We
at
have
the
this
screen right
in the
now,
US.
we have a total of 4 categories. Oh, that dog. We have a total of 4 categories, and you have 20 seconds to provide as many items to a category as you can. Each one is worth 200
Oh,
points.
sorry.
And incorrect cancels out. And if you provide the most, you get 1,000 bonus points.
Okay.
All right. So let's show the first category. 20
Oh,
seconds.
if you put something that doesn't count, are you still okay?
No, you actually cancel a correct answer.
You
Oh,
lose
you
to-
cancel the correct answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you better be
Okay.
careful.
So you can't
Okay.
get negative. You just can get.
And you can cross them out, right? That counts if you write and then cross it out.
Sure, you
We're
cross
good.
it out,
Okay.
you cancel it. Okay,
Okay.
let's see the first one.
I'm gonna
We
cross out all
have-
your answers.
We're looking for cards that have king in its name, and go. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Alright, let's hold it in front of you. I hope you can.
Damn it!
There we
Not
go.
four, but one of mine is, like,
and,
hard to
let's show
read.
the answers one by one. Go
Yes.
ahead. And wait, let's see here. All right.
We can just cross check here. You can check
Let's
this.
just cross check, right? Who has King Crush?
I do.
Okay, good. So Noxious gets 1 there. Next one is we can go fast for these one. Guardian of Kings.
Nope.
No. Okay, next we have King Mukla. Yeah. Okay, check it off. We have King of Beasts.
Oh god.
No. We have King's Defender.
Yep.
Okay, good. We have King's Elec.
That's Crip.
Crip is good.
Crip is good. And we have final answer is Blessing of Kings.
Yeah.
So Frodan, how much you get?
3.
3 for Frodan, so Frodan's at plus 600 points. Crib has 3 as well, so plus 600 as well. And Noxious with 4 gets 1,800 points.
Damn.
1,800 points for Noxious.
Damn.
So let's update those scores first.
Can we have like a trap category so if you win, you actually lose that many
lose
points?
that many points? Yeah, that'd be good.
What do you mean?
Like, you just get punished for winning.
Yeah.
Oh, get punished. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Crip would be a vicious Jefferino host.
By the way, you can use the second paper if you want. So,
flip it over.
are the scores correct? I hope the scores are correct.
I didn't
Yeah,
pay
good
attention.
enough.
Okay, I didn't pay attention. Alright, next one. Next category we have. We are looking for spell cards that start with the letter P. And go ahead. Noxious.
I got
stuck.
nothing, dude. I got absolutely nothing right there.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time's up! Alright, let's
I'm
look
just
at
terrible
the
at this.
answers. We actually have, I think, 10
How did I
answers.
not know more than like 3?
Yep, 10 answers. So let's check them out. Let's go through them fast. Power overwhelming is one of them. Anybody
Damn.
have that? No.
No.
With
Wrote
preparation.
the whole time.
Oh, there we go.
Damn. I was
Yeah.
about to write prep.
Yeah.
Power word shield.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Check that off. Pyroblast.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Polymorph.
Yep.
Poison seeds.
No.
Oh.
That's cool.
Power shot.
Whoa.
Power word glory.
Yeah.
Everybody had the
Okay.
same one.
Polymorph boar.
Yeah.
And power of the wild. Power of the wild.
No.
Oh, I lost.
Crip.
I got Shadow Word Pain.
Shadow of Pain.
That's
It's
P.
an S.
No, it's not Pain
It,
Shadow.
it starts with an S.
Oh, it has to start with P? Oh. Okay.
It has that letter P
So,
in it.
Frodan, how many you got? You got 5?
5.
So 1,000 points for Frodan. And Crip has...
3 minus 2.
So 1 Crip for Crip, so 200 points.
I got 3.
And Noxious has 3, so 600.
And I get a
And-
bonus?
Yep, Frodan gets a bonus 1,000 points.
Did I get my 1K bonus?
You did get your 1K
Yeah, I think you
bonus.
did.
Yeah, that's why you're winning
higher
still.
now. So,
That's why I'm like,
wait,
so-
Frodan, yeah, Frodan has
imagine-
extra 1,000.
Wait, so I get 61.
6,100, yeah?
Yeah.
So we make sure we load that
How's
first.
he hitting me? It's unfair.
He just
got
wrecked
a
you.
little bit more than you. That
Yeah,
time.
he's.
All right, next category, the third one. We're looking for cards that have the joust effect. So like battle card reveal minion in each deck. This one is super easy, right?
God.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done! Done. Let's look at the list. Oh no!
I forgot one.
8?
Oh man!
It's
Okay.
like 7.
So we have 8
Sorry.
answers. First one being the Armored Warhorse, of
Uh.
course. We also have the Skeleton Knight.
Wow.
Tuskar Jouster.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's a
Got
check
one.
mark for Frodan. And Argent Lance. That's
Oh,
one.
damn it. I even said that card
Master
earlier.
Jouster.
Yeah.
Healing Wave.
Oh,
Anybody?
of course.
How do we forget that?
King's Elec again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
King's Elec.
Okay.
Trick
good.
fed me that one.
And finally, Gadgetzan
Yeah,
Jouster.
Gadgetzan had
Okay,
that
good.
one. Kind
So-
of.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Frodan.
4.
4 for Frodan. That's 800 points. Crip.
1.
1 is 200. And Noxious. Noxious is 4. So 800 for Noxious as well. And because we have a tie, they both get 1,000 points.
Yes!
Bonus
Wow,
score.
crap.
I'll
They-
take it.
All
Really
right.
funny. The
Crip,
last
you
series
would
was
do
really
really
good.
well in the last one, right? You
Yeah.
just sweep it.
Probably not.
You can't.
Not at this stage.
Okay, so do we finish updating points? I believe so. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Probably like Inspire.
So we are looking for legendary cards that start and end with the same letter. And go ahead.
What?
Noxious is not moving a pen at all. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and man, you guys were stuck in
I
that
got
one. That was
it.
hard.
That
Okay,
was
let's look at the
so
answers.
hard.
How many answers do we have? With 10 answers.
Really?
We
I
have.
have Aviana.
Let's start with
Okay.
I wish I
Alex
had it.
Straza.
Oh, we're so
That was an
dumb.
easy one. We also have. Let's keep going. Millhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that one. Good job,
Yeah.
Noxious. And we have the Black Knight.
Oh god.
Nice.
That's kind of obsessive.
Yeah, the multi-words are hard.
Neptulon.
Neptulon's a
Neptulon's good. Nefarian. It's
Yeah.
also an N. We have Edis.
Got it.
Got it. That's good. Edric the Pure.
Oh, nice.
Would have never gotten some of these.
The Skeleton Knight again.
So the Black Knight and the Skeleton Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was a
Aviana.
Skeleton Knight.
Aviana. That's
Yeah.
Frodan's. And we have the Beast for the last one.
So
So,
many stupid thes, man.
Yeah, where's their
Articles
T
suck.
there? Where's their
Alright,
T?
Frodan. How
I
many
have
again?
one. I have one.
1 for Frodan, that's 200.
1 for me.
Crit
cheat.
is also 200, and
Yeah, I got 2.
Noxious got 2. So that's
pretty clutch.
1,400. That was
Pretty
easy.
clutch.
Easy,
Alright,
yeah.
so let's update those scores
Sure,
and have a check of
easy.
our standings before we go to the final round.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crap, you gotta get a little bit.
Oh, Frodan.
Yeah, I don't know
For a
if I
guy
can
who
get
said
that
you just
creative right
lose
now.
this. You're doing pretty damn well.
Alright,
Thank you,
are the
thank
scores final? Okay, so we have Crip in 3rd place, 2,600 points. Not bad.
That's pretty
Noxious
bad.
is 7,700, and Frodan's at
Last series
8,100
is
points. Alright, so let's move on to the final round. We have the
Final
lightning round,
Lightning
of
round.
course.
Oh,
Crip, you can still get
is this Buzz?
So it's not Buzz.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
what happens is, let's show the rules up first. Okay, so a total of 50 questions,
Okay.
and each correct answer is worth 300 points. And you also get a bonus question
Oh,
after
so we're not
that.
writing.
Yeah, when you answer incorrectly, the next player goes. And of course, because Crip is last place, we'll start with you.
Oh, good.
And then we'll go to Noxious, and then we'll go to Frodan. Yeah? If you get 3 in a row, you get a turkey. It's a 500-point bonus, and then the next person goes. So the maximum you get right is
Okay.
3 in a row. Alright, Crip, are you ready?
No.
Okay, and let's start with first question. How much health does the tournament medic have?
8.
That is correct. Next. True or false? Leper Gnome is wearing a necklace.
50-50 chance.
False.
False is correct. Number 3. What is the maximum number of secrets mysterious charger can be put into the battlefield?
5.
That is correct, and that's a 500-point bonus. So,
Wait, why not
prediction?
6?
Make sure you.
Because it's limited. of the
It's
game.
limited, actually.
Oh, I
Very
didn't know that.
clever,
Today I
Crip.
learned. Today I learned.
Alright, so Crip should have 300, 300, 300, and a bonus 500. So, how
Got
much is
it.
that? Let me
That's
just make sure.
1,400.
Is that a question?
That's right. And
I'm not
next, Noxious, you're up. For question number 4,
Yeah.
we have. What type of vegetable does the refreshment vendor throw at heroes?
Carrots.
That is correct. 5.
Damn.
Which mini shows up when you search pawn
Spawn of
Maybe card
Shadows.
collection. That is correct. Spawn of Shadows.
Holy
Number 6.
crap.
Name a totem minion that costs 2 mana and has no overload.
Flame Tongue Totem.
That's correct. And Noxious sweeps it again.
These are hard. Nice
God,
job.
I like don't even know these.
No, he
Okay.
killed it. Don't worry.
Frodan?
I got lucky. He killed it.
Alright, 7. Let's go.
Can I
we
have true false questions?
In the Grand Tournament game board, how many spectators are located in the top left corner?
3?
That is correct. Number 8. What card do you unlock after completing the next
Oh my
Rammus
god.
Warlock class challenge?
Nax Rammus, not Blackrock.
Nope, time up. Crypt.
Void Caller.
Void Caller is correct. Crypt steals the 300. Crypt, how many R's does Sky Captain Crack's charge keyword have?
Is it written like that? 5.
Correct.
Okay.
What? Number 10?
What?
Name a card that has glory in its name.
Power Word Glory.
That is good. 3 questions correct. And you have 200 bonus points.
I needed those questions.
Okay. We have question 11 for Noxious. Let's see what it is.
I should get 500 bonus. Those are really hard.
Those were kind of hard, yeah. We got
Yeah.
Alright, Noxious for 11. What is the color of the butterfly in Lance Terrier's artwork?
Purple.
Purple is not right. Frodan.
Pink?
Pink is not right. Crypt, you can steal.
Think of the
Blue.
most flamboyant color.
Sorry?
Blue.
Blue is not correct. It's red. Red is what we're looking
You
at.
almost
Of
had
course,
it.
Crypt.
Yeah.
Duh.
Noxious, we're back to you again
Yeah.
for question 12.
That's fair. Yeah.
If you take away the effect test of Dr. Boom, which meaning do you get?
War Golem.
War Golem is correct, 13. How much mana does Helmet Messingway cost?
6.
No.
What?
Frodan
Nailed
is
it.
correct.
I thought it was
I
worse
made
than
that
it.
reference in the cast. I made that reference on the cast.
You got on Civil Portal.
Okay, Frodan gets another 300. And Frodan's second question for you is, which minion has the abbreviation DID? No, Crypt.
Dark Iron Dwarf.
That is correct. Crypt gets 300. Second question for Crypt. How many times does the number 4 appear on Gormok the Impaler's card?
5.
That is correct. And the last question: which 8-mana minion is also a dragon?
Chromagus.
That is correct. Crypt gets another bonus, 500 points, up to 6,800. Oh, catching up.
Dang.
Noxious, you get question 17.
Yes, go.
Yep. Name a secret that ends with the letter Y. Oh, time's up. Throw down.
Oh, crap.
Effigy.
Effigy is correct.
Nice.
Next question. What is the serial number of the Arcane Nullifier? Nope.
405?
Nope. Crypt.
X31.
Nope. Noxious.
X2000.
No, it's X21.
X21, I knew it.
X21, very
as soon
close.
as you said X, I remember.
Back to Frodan for 19. Which 5-mana minion has 3 attack and 2 health? Nope. Crypt.
Starving Buzzard.
That is correct. Number 20.
rip.
Other than Paladin, what's another class with no 0-mana class-specific cards?
Mage.
Mage is correct. And the last question for Crypt is, which legendary minion starts with the letter W?
Wilford Fizzlebane.
And that is a bonus 500 for the
Dang.
Crypt again. Oh man.
Crypt is sick at this.
I know it. I'm
Yeah.
just slow. I'm tired.
Okay, Noxious. We have number 22 up. Which minion has 10 attack and 10 health?
Ice Howl.
That is correct. The 23 is... How much health does Starlark have?
4.
Yes. Third question. Which mech minion has the highest mana cost?
Meginor Thermoplug.
No, Frodan. Nope, time's up. Crypt.
Foe Reaper 4000.
No, it's Clockwork Giant.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
12 mana. That's what we're
Cool.
looking for.
Yeah, that's cool.
Question
That's a good
number
question.
25.
Yep, true. It's all true.
Back
It's
to
all true.
Noxious. Back to Noxious. What is the minion that comes directly after Bee Reaver?
Sea Reaver.
That is correct. What 7-mana neutral minion has Taunt?
Chilma.
That is correct. And the last one is, what is the name of the 9-mana card that is immune in its effect text?
Mal'Ganis.
That is correct. And Noxious gets another bonus 500. Back to Frodan.
Yeah.
Yep. Which 5-mana card is Wind Fury?
Doomhammer.
That is right. Next one. Which beast minion has the same attack and health as the Kidnapper?
I don't even know what Kidnapper stats are. Same attack.
Really?
Of,
Nope. Crypt.
Oh god, I don't think I know this. Magnetor Alpha? Might be a beast.
No.
Nice try.
Noxious?
That's a good try. Honestly, no idea.
No idea. The answer is Armored Warhorse.
We're done.
Armored Warhorse.
We saw it earlier.
Alright. Alright, back to Frodan. Number 30. When you select Firecat form, what does the Drew of the Flames name become?
Isn't it just Drew the Flame?
Correct.
Oh.
Number 30.
Top notch. That was great.
Wow.
That was perfect.
If you group paladin weapons into mana cost, which group has the most?
I don't understand.
Nope, Crip.
3.
That's correct. 3 mana cost weapons are the most. What does the Kodo Rider say when you play her?
Let's get moving.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's the one.
And third one is, which minion has the abbreviation GOK?
Guardian of Kings.
That is correct. Another 500 bonus points for the Crip. Nauseous, you're up.
Yep.
We have, what is the first word in Mech Warper's defect text?
Next.
No.
Oh.
When?
No.
Produce.
No, it's your mechs. Costs 1
Produce?
Your. Reduce, I said.
Oh, reduce. I heard produce. I was like, what?
Nauseous, you are up again
Sure.
for number 35. What is the name of the hero power granted by Charged Hammer called?
Lightning Jolt.
That is correct.
Nice.
Very good.
36. Which one mana class specific minion is also a mech?
Warbot.
That is correct. 37. What is the name of the better warrior hero power?
Tank up.
That is right. Nauseous gets a
Damn.
bonus 500. Back to Frodan.
That's so good.
Oh man, questions are running out. Which Black Rock Mountain boss has the hero power, the Alchemist?
I actually have 0. I'm just gonna say Baron Geddon.
No.
That's like the
Meloria.
only hero.
Meloric is correct.
How did I know this? I don't know this at all.
Next, which card is Shoutman's name?
Oh god. Commanding Shout.
Yes!
Okay.
And the third one is, when you unscramble the letters in Dead Desert, which minion do you get?
Dreadsteed.
That is correct. And
Oh,
Crick gets a
shit.
bonus.
His IQ is literally 140.
500.
Unquestioned
Oh,
40.
that's very good. Very good. Okay, now Nauseous, we have, if Celsi Captain is a triangle and Core Ranger is a square, then what is Tempo Enforcer?
God, how could I forget the name of that thing?
No.
Hexagon. Yeah. Hexagon.
No, that was literally too late.
Oh.
Frodan?
6/6 hexagon.
That's Hexagon.
Oh, this is.
It was easy. Come on.
Dude,
You
the
can be angry about a different one. That was easy.
Yeah, I'm just
42.
retarded.
What is the 5th letter in the alternate mage hero's name?
Other hero pair's name is Mediv.
V is correct. Correct. And what is the picture depicted when the player achieves
innkeeper.
rank 1? And yeah, that's
Yes, my first
Alright,
combo.
good. That's 500.
This is great. This is just great. Oh,
There we go.
God.
Crip, for you in 44, what's the name of the cart back in this picture?
Blackrock Mountain.
No.
Ooh, I know this.
Nauseous?
Molten Core?
Damn
Molten
it.
Core is correct. 45 for Nauseous. What does Alira say when she concedes?
Masterful?
Oh, that was
No, come on.
That was
someone said
spoiled.
it. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the answer?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. It's wrong.
Masterful, I can see.
something.
Okay.
Masterful, I can see.
Frodan gets
Yeah.
it. Frodan gets it.
I heard Master. I know it's Masterful,
Okay.
but I don't know what.
North, east, south, or west? Which one of these shows no results when you search it in the card collection?
West.
West is correct.
Okay.
47. In the start of the game, what text appears under the coin flip if you go second?
Mana?
No, Crip.
Extra card?
Full sentence.
You get an extra card?
That is correct. You get an
Okay.
extra card. It's the exact text. 48. Which Twitch emote is Ben Brode most associated with?
I should know this.
Yeah, you probably.
Are you serious?
No, the fact that
No,
I don't
Nauseous.
forehead.
Forehead is correct.
You have been banned from the
Oh,
meme
man.
brotherhood.
Nauseous, how many characters
I
can be
don't
found
type
in
ever
Holy
in
Light's
chat. I
artwork?
don't know.
2?
2 is correct. And the last question we have, what was the answer to the first question of the lightning round? No, Frodan.
Wait. V.
No! Crip.
I answered it.
No,
It was right. The answer was right.
Tournament editing. Yes.
Alright, and that is over.
Do you get it by association?
But I said it was right, and the answer was right.
Oh Oh god.
What?
Alright, the results are in. And Prepared is third place, unfortunately, with 11.
Yes!
I did my best, man. I did my best.
And Nauseous,
Yes.
the champion!
Yeah.
Oh man, 13,700. It's gonna take home $5,000. How do you feel?
Feeling rich.
Feeling rich, yeah.
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 He owes us a $4,000 dinner.
honestly.
Yeah, he owes us a
$4,000 dinner is what we agreed upon.
That is in the rules that the winner has to treat the other casters to a $4,000 dinner.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it for day one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will have 3 series tomorrow. Who do we have again?
I don't know.
Probably shouldn't show that logo on screen.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah. Probably. That logo should. Yeah. Okay.
There.
Okay. There you go. All right,
Word
so,
art.
All right, let's think about it. So winning teams today, we had Valley Town and
Cloud9?
we had
Cloud9.
Cloud9, so they'll
Okay.
face off against each other.
And we have Nihilum versus Tempo Storm.
Temple Storm as well.
Alright.
And the
then-
loser of each of those matches will...
And then we have
No, the
runner-up.
winners will
We have
play
runner-up.
against each other.
Runner-ups.
Yeah, the runner-ups.
So that's not determined
Play for
yet.
the-
The winners of the losers and the losers of the winners.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Right.
So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow 10 a.m. Pacific, and yeah, maybe on the next Tribune as well.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Frodan, you're good. You're good, Frodan.
Okay. It's because the early rounds.
I literally have no idea about the tournament cards. Like, I don't
Yeah, I